How we doing, chat? Yes, sir. Come on. Celebrate.
Next!
Next. What's up, chat? Let's celebrate.
Jesus gave us victory, so let's celebrate. Man, let's celebrate. The tomb is empty and my heart is full. Satan tempted me, I said no sorry, I'm not sorry though. People used to say I'd never make it till they saw me grow.
There we go.
The question isn't will I make it, it's how far I'll go. And it's only by the grace of God. Every time I'm
Nice to see you.
Satan tried to take me down, the keyword there is Satan tried. Jesus cooked the devil like some chicken, that boy Satan fried. Jesus cooked them like a bell to a bad kid. Jesus whooped him like an earthquake.
Oh, you guys are doing amazing.
I ain't talking Vladimir when I say that I put in.
Yes, I know. We're trying to find different kind of games as well. We're gonna find them. But today, we're gonna go into a few reactions. Yeah, I got you. Yo, check this one out. Check this one out. Shut it down tonight if people don't listen. Charlie, what do you mean? Shut it down tonight if people don't listen. Listen, everybody's gonna listen today. Everybody's gonna listen today. I appreciate you. How you doing today? Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, you think that we look smashing? Look smashing? What do you guys think? Yo, guys, listen. Be honest. Are we look smashing? Maybe you are. Maybe you are. What would you have said? The looks maxer. Who do we mug? Who do we mug? How you doing? What's up? That's what we'd like to see. That is exactly what we'd like to see. Listen, do you guys need a freaking pep talk? You guys need a pep talk? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, then I'm gonna give you guys a pep talk. All right? So is that somebody outside of freaking we know again? So you wanna go, mate? I'm freaking MMA out there, you know, because we're a UFC professional, yeah, ex-UFC professional. Listen, everybody, you gotta listen today. Exactly, every single one gotta listen today. Listen, you guys gotta listen. All right. Now we're gonna be going into a few reactions before we go into different kind of games or yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. Yo, buddy, I just want. Yo, love the stream. What do you mean? Listen, this is what we're gonna be checking out. This is what we're gonna be reacting to today. You guys see this? Do you guys see this? It's gonna be the controversial business of aiding. You guys might have heard of him. And Ross, he's well known. Let's check this one out together, boys.
Interesting, because on one hand, he's top 1% successful, but on the other, this is how the internet describes it.
The Aiden Ross is a goddamn idiot.
Scumbag.
Laughing stock, hypocritical.
Stupid, racist and misogynistic far-right streamer, Aiden Ross.
To start off the interview, I guess the first question
To be honest, like, this guy has made so many people famous. It's actually crazy, and all the content that he's putting out, I think that he's doing a very, very good job, but he might be in some questionable partnerships, right? Some questionable partnerships. You guys gonna probably see in this video what I'm talking about.
we would have for you is, would you say that online you're hated?
Damn!
Aiden has built an empire on being the bad guy. Why?
Controversy self.
And he's right, it pays to be the villain.
I don't give a
But when you wear a mask for profit long enough, you eventually forget how to take it off. So what's the most true and authentic version of Aiden Ross?
That is
I've
what
come to
we
realize-
Yo, this is exactly what we would like to see. What is the true authentic version of Aiden Ross?
Eventually forget how to take it off. So what's the most true and authentic version of Aiden Ross? Well, I've come to realize that the answer to that question is a bit more complicated than you'd think. To understand Aiden Ross, we need to go back to before the controversial rise. Back to when he was just starting to figure out something far more simple. How to get people's attention. Aiden grew up in Boca Raton, Florida, at least until his parents' divorce scattered his childhood across the country. One year he was the new kid in New York, the next in California, then eventually back to Florida again.
Yo, I love this guy. Like, this guy, check him out, Golf Cart. He is going into the history of a lot of big creators, like, not exposing them, but like getting the truth about their upcoming and everything that has been going on. And it seems like he's doing such good research when he's doing this shit. He can like find everything, and he's probably in contact with the person as well. Check him out.
But constantly restarting life like that forced Aiden to adapt fast. He had to figure out new social dynamics and find new friend groups over and over again. He learned quickly that the easiest way to fit in was to become a mirror, to read the room, make people laugh, and give them exactly the version of him they wanted to see. When you were bouncing around from school to school, do you think that that helped you, like, become the perfect streamer? Like, you figured out how to entertain.
I think, yes. I think being socially uncomfortable, being thrown into the deep end of the pool, it makes you, it really, really does.
You see, Aiden started off as a kid who was forced to learn.
But keep in mind, he's a freaking entertainer. I don't know if you guys have seen, but right now he's mostly doing like boxing events, and he's been doing so freaking much, but he's definitely like popping up like crazy.
How to fit in, and in the process, he accidentally trained himself for the perfect job. When he started streaming NBA 2K from his bedroom, that same
Why does every single big creator come from NBA 2K? Like Keizo, I'm pretty sure Aiden Ross, it was another one as well. Like, most of them came from NBA 2K. What is up with this game?
survival instinct from school kicked in. He'd read the chat and adjust his personality in real time to give the viewers exactly what they wanted.
You guys are going crazy with the subs, bro.
And that was the secret weapon that took him from a no-name 2K streamer to the face of Twitch in under a year. Aiden saw the ceiling on gaming content and pivoted hard. He quit streaming 2K and rolled out a series called E-Dating that absolutely exploded online.
E-Dating was
But what made Aiden Ross
crazy.
a household
Yo.
name was his streams with rappers. Think of these streams like a late night talk.
I don't know if you guys saw the e-dating part and when he was making his funny ass content, but this was freaking legendary.
Show. The
Honestly.
host was 20 years old, totally unprepared and openly flirting with the guests.
How big is your dick?
Big enough.
Aiden leaned into being sus, pushing
What?
boundaries, making things awkward and treating platinum-selling artists like they were his actual friends. It shattered the barrier between Hollywood and social media.
Like, keep in mind, this is mostly just like him inviting guests on and doing like a chill kind of hangout podcast. Yeah, I'm not joking. It's so freaking funny. Like, honestly.
The internet ate it up. Aiden gained over 2 million followers in April alone.
We love you, Tekka.
He was averaging viewer counts in the 6 figures and quite literally becoming the future of Twitch. For a brief moment, Aiden had it all. He was the face of streaming. He was suddenly friends with the influencers that he once adored. But that level of fame is dangerous, because once you have the attention of millions, you become a target for people who want to buy your influence. Deals that pay insane money, but always come with a catch. Think of it like a button. When you're the face,
You know, when you become a huge creator or have big influence, they always gonna come for you. You know, all the big corps giving you all the brand deals, giving you like all the fame, all the money, like all of this, right? Every single time you get a big influence, you're gonna get like a deal. You gotta watch out. You gotta read the fine print. You gotta read everything in that contract. You gotta, because you never know who is gonna come from. I remember when Nike did this shit, and I'm not sure which creator it was, but they were not allowed to say Jesus. And I think the deal was around like $100 to $500 million. Watch out.
of a platform like Twitch, it's as easy as pushing this button and a few $1 million pop out. The problem is the people writing these checks usually come from some shady places. It's dirty money. Every time you press that button, you sell a piece of your reputation. You invite the backlash in,
Your soul.
and half the world learns to hate you just a little bit more.
The media hates me, bro. The mainstream media hates me, bro.
Most creators keep their distance. They see the money, sure, but they look at the cost and they walk away. And for a while, Aiden didn't risk it either, because at that point, Aiden was widely known as the edgy, funny guy. When
He didn't sell his soul in the middle of it. But let's see what happens throughout the video, because you never know. You never know.
came onto the scene, he ruffled feathers, but people loved him for it. But that button gets a lot harder to ignore when you grow up with nothing.
People think that like I had it very easy my whole life. We were financially stable, medium class up until about senior year. It got really hard for us. And you know, I would go literally some nights without eating dinner.
He realized he could make every single one of those problems disappear forever. All he had to do was push the button.
And you guys gotta know, there is a lot of people out there, especially like streamers or rising stars, rising people, rising creators, rising celebrities, which have had like no food for a long amount of time. They've been in the trenches for a long amount of time. So when they actually like start to go up, they just start seeing dollar signs, because eventually, after like years of being broke, they finally see that something is happening and they don't want to waste this opportunity. So when they get a deal like this, they're gonna be like, should I take it? Is he gonna disappear? Is it just now? They want to optimize like every single second, every single minute, every single hour out of this opportunity when they're going all the way up, which is smart.
Let's go, come on. Let's go.
This part we don't
Years
gotta
old,
watch.
I want to buy a Lamborghini to show everyone like you.
The money was quite literally life-changing. It gave him the ability to support his parents, help his family, give gifts to friends that don't even sound real.
This is not my car.
Swear my life. This is your house for a year locked. You don't have to worry about rent for a year.
Nah, I got you guys. I don't want you guys to watch that, because the thing is, once you watch it, you might, you know, the more you watch it, the more you want to do it, right? So I'm just keeping you guys safe so that you guys
There's a
don't
dark
get
side of the
addicted
button,
to
and we're
that
getting
shit.
to that. But first, we've got something exciting to tell you guys. So we started this channel a little over a year ago, and genuinely, it was crazy to see how quickly it picked up steam.
Yo, golf carts! Golf cart! W golf cart in the chat.
But now, almost every day, we get DMs asking us how we write our scripts, or where do you find this stuff?
How did you find this?
Oh, this guy did his research.
Or bro, is this guy like Nardwar?
You've maybe noticed the logo on the mic or the logo in the top right corner, but we've recently partnered with WAP to finally answer your questions. Inside our community on WAP, we're breaking down exactly how we research and script, but we're also vlogging the day-to-day of the channel. You'll see the prop builds, the late-night writing sessions.
Exactly. You guys, see, you guys are smart. You guys are smart. You guys know what I'm talking about.
And of course, all of the stuff that gets cut out. Like this
Yeah,
interview,
Vivian.
we spoke for 45 minutes and maybe used 5 in the video. The full uncut interview is already uploaded in our WAP right now. We've got big plans for what the space can become, but what excites us the most is that we can actually just make a video without having to stare down the barrel of the YouTube algorithm. All in all, if you want to see the full process of how we make a video, or just want to support the channel in general, the link's at the top of the description. But that's enough yapping, let's get back to the video. Okay, so you blew up.
Yo, this guy gotta be making freaking bank, right? Like, based upon everything he has set up, the YouTube channel, this one almost has like 1 million plays, a lot of engagement, 26k likes. He's uploading like frequently. This one is 6 months ago, but this guy gotta be making bank. Good branding as well.
Up super quick, and then you were like pretty well loved at that point. You were edgy, you were a little sus, but everybody seemed to like you a lot. Towards the end of 2021, things kind of seemed to shift.
The first thing that we're going to talk about today, easily one of the most requested topics, it involves gambling and a YouTuber, spotlighter, stirs.
I had been hearing for a while about how online, unregulated crypto casinos were hiring some of the biggest influencers in the world to promote them, and then would pay them for every fan they got to sign up.
He's willing to do anything to just make...
This is a time when I think he made a deal with the company, which we all know. I think this is the time. This is the time when like Miskiff was like popping off. 44k, bro. Hassan as well, doing crazy good. Bainwreck playing Rust.
money off the back of his fans and then laugh about it.
You started to get some pushback from certain people, and you weren't as well liked in certain circles.
I don't know, Aiden Ross, everything he has done is stupid.
He knows what he's doing is f***ed up, but on the other hand, he's unwilling to stop doing it.
I've just never seen this life-changing money in front of me in front of a table like that.
I get it. And you're 20.
What was that first point?
But like, imagine you got the same kind of opportunity. He's probably getting like deals on like 50 to 100 million dollars range, right? Imagine if you came from trenches and you got the same amount of deals. Like, tell me you wouldn't do it, right? Tell me you wouldn't do it. Like, who is really blaming him? I get it. It's bad morally. It's bad look on his character. But like, honestly, easy money ain't good money all the time. Life-changing money though, yep, it is.
Where you started to notice that, and what did that feel like?
The hate gets to me, I'm not gonna lie, because the hate's different now. It's just like, a lot of people watch me, they don't even like me. It's weird.
I honestly, at that point, was like, as long as my friends and me are having fun making good content and my community's happy, I didn't really care at that point.
Most creators would panic here. They would apologize, pivot to safe content, and try to win the internet back. But for whatever reason, the backlash did the exact opposite for Aiden.
Oh,
For me,
shit.
I kind of liked it. I liked kind of being, you know, not liked by the mainstream crowd. You know, I like that a lot, honestly.
Aiden, quit now, and I will respect you.
Can't quit now.
Then I think then you're turning your head and making blood money.
This was a defining moment for Aiden, because he realized that being...
You see, like, his friends is just trying to protect him. Like, honestly, they are literally just trying to protect him and be nice with him. But sometimes it's so freaking hard because his eyes is just seeing like the money, right? He's in like in a different kind of mental state, especially when like so much is moving, so much is going on. Like, eventually, maybe after a couple of months, he will gain like his consciousness back, and then he will see like, oh shit, this is everything I did. And then he's gonna be like, damn, I should never have done that.
The villain paid better than
Push,
being
clip
the
that.
hero, so he doubled down. By early 2022, Aiden traded in the Roobet deal for a massive partnership with Stake. Stake is a different beast entirely. It's a platform with pockets deep enough to headline F1 teams and Premier League jerseys. So when the pen hit the paper, the financial scale shifted instantly. Suddenly, Aiden wasn't making life-changing money anymore. He was making you money. This is where the relationship between Aiden and Twitch turned into a dangerous game of cat and mouse. On one side, you have Twitch, owned by Amazon, desperate to keep their platform safe for advertisers like Coke and Disney. On the other side, you have their biggest star, screaming at digital slots and continuing to test every rule in the book.
You have to follow policy and follow rules.
Now, Aiden was definitely the face of it, but he wasn't alone. Hordes of streamers were jumping on the crypto casino's payroll. The platform effectively tore itself in two. Half the top creators were cashing these massive checks, while the other half were screaming about the ethics of promoting games.
That is true. There was a lot of people like jumping on these trends and then just be like, fuck it, it's easy cash. They're doing it. They're just like, you know, because streaming ain't easy. Like, you're not gonna make like life-changing money unless you got like 1K watching at all times, right? So yeah.
Gambling to kids.
How can you feel good about taking money from people like that?
But here was the problem. Nobody was actually breaking the rules. Twitch couldn't punish Aiden for something that they allowed. So, they made some changes. They banned unregulated gambling sites entirely. Publicly, they framed it as a moral stance, protecting the kids from the addiction. But if you ask Aiden, it wasn't about the morality. It was about the money.
How did that all play out behind the scenes?
So, Pokimane, Hassan, they pushed for Stake being banned on Twitch.
Ooh.
I was in the gym and I got a text from someone on my team. Just got off the phone with Twitch. They're not banning Stake, bro. No work. They banned it 30 minutes later. So they banned Stake. Why do they ban Stake? They banned Stake because Stake didn't want to cut Twitch in on a check. What does Twitch do? They go to NFL, they do a DraftKings deal worth billions of dollars. So if you go look at Twitch right now, you can gamble on Twitch. They didn't ban gambling. There's a misconception they banned gambling. No. They banned casinos where they can't make money off of. They are currently monetizing off gambling right now.
Twitch cut off Aiden's gravy train, so he had to pivot. But he didn't go back to gaming, and he wasn't all that into the rapper streams either. So he reached out to the one guest that nobody else dared to touch.
I see you all over everywhere. You're like,
Wait, is this the era of him going to kick and then striking the craziest deal ever done?
the #1 person right now. You know, no dick suck. Like, bro, like.
Yeah, I've conquered the internet. The internet is mine. All of
Oh
it.
no,
I
this
took
is
it
the
all.
one we.
In the span of a single summer, Andrew Tate had gone from total obscurity to being the most viral person on Earth. And Aiden's first stream with him went absolutely ballistic. It averaged over.
I remember these days, bro. He was doing so freaking crazy, like honestly. Oh my god, I remember these days. But the thing is, like, it didn't seem like he wanted anything to do with him. Like once he went into jail, just seemed like he was ghosting the person, right? I don't know. I'm just saying based upon what I saw. I'm just saying based upon what I saw.
100,000 viewers and peaked at 266,100.
166,
This was
that's
the biggest stream that
crazy.
he had ever done. Bigger than the E-dates, bigger than the rapper streams. There was no way Aiden wasn't doing another one.
He just kept on going.
We're about to peak my most viewers ever had.
But there was a massive elephant in the room. Andrew Tate was one of the most, if not the most controversial person on the planet at the time. And because of that, he was systematically erased from the modern internet. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, they all black.
If you guys don't know, like, the guy was literally taken down from the IG, TikTok, Facebook, like every single one. I don't know if X as well. I think so. But every single social media company, and his face, just like they scanned the entire face and body and like everything, and said like, no, you cannot post any kind of videos of him and gain reach. They gained like zero reach at all. And that was for a long period of time. Imagine like one person taking down almost every single social media company like that. Holy. Imagine everything you had to go through to actually get that done. In the profile has been.
Listed him. However, Aiden once again saw a loophole. Tate didn't have a Twitch account, so technically there was nothing to ban. And no one had explicitly written a rule saying you couldn't talk to him on stream, so while the rest of the world was deplatforming Tate, Aiden rolled out the red carpet.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, do you hear me?
For the rest of the year, he milked that loophole for everything it was worth, even flying across the world to stream with Tate IRL.
I'm talking too. No, you're not.
But in January of 2023, the cat finally caught the mouse. Twitch had seen enough and slapped Aiden with his 7th ban from the platform, a massive 30-day suspension from streaming. To the executives, it was a disciplinary timeout, a warning shot to force their unruly star back into line. But for Aiden, sitting in silence for a month, locked out of his empire, it didn't feel like a lesson. It felt like an attack. It radicalized him. He realized that Twitch wasn't just enforcing rules, they were rewriting them, and in doing so, they were trying to take away his button forever. Aiden was...
Imagine making so much noise. Imagine making so freaking much noise that they're trying to take down a single person just by changing all the rules within the company just for a single freaking person. Then you have been making noise around the platform just to take down Aiden or like Andrew. Bro, the entire company is just switching out the policies, the terms, like everything. And you know you're doing a good job.
Done playing games. He was done with the censorship, and luckily for him, there was something being built behind the scenes. You see, when Twitch banned the major gambling sites, they really pissed off the founders of Aiden's old sponsor, Stake.
Eddie, the CEO of Stake and Kick, he says, all right, you know what? F that, let's boss up. Makes a streaming platform.
Eddie Craven, who happens to be the youngest billionaire in Australia, decided to step into the ring with Twitch. He wrote out Kick. Kick positioned itself as the antidote to everything wrong with the streaming industry. It prioritized creators over corporate advertisers. It promised total creative freedom, stripping away the strict guidelines that had suffocated streamers for years. But a platform with no users is useless. They needed someone big enough to drive real traffic to the site.
Yo, was this? Is this the stats of Kick? Wait. December 2022, 8.7k. January 2023, 9.2k. February 2023, 20. Okay, it's rising. And then in April 2020, yeah, it's gotta be 2023. They had like 77k. They're rising. The
site.
My original deal before I got banned on Twitch, which I think was like, what, 2 weeks after I came to Kick? It was something like that.
It was
like
close.
A month. I was supposed to go on Twitch. Obviously, funnel from Twitch to Kick. Twitch didn't like that. It was a big no-no. They took me out, and that was it.
After the 30-day suspension cleared, Aiden began dual streaming. He would go live on Twitch, talk to his 7 million followers, and tell them to migrate over to Kick for the real content. But he knew he needed a hook. He needed to show them that Kick was different. So he went on this absurd marketing campaign to test every limit he could imagine.
Recently, there's been this unholy floodgate, like a dam that's broken in the
Wait.
Absurd marketing campaign.
This is Aiden Ross, like back in days when he was on Kick. How many did he have? He had 252k live viewers. Damn. Odablock 8.1k. Odablock is huge, bro. I've been watching so many streams of his, and he's funny.
He could imagine.
Recently, there's been this unholy floodgate, like a dam that's broken in the mind of Aiden Ross's brain, that's led to him making the worst decisions imaginable over the last couple months.
What the is going on?
He pulled up Pornhub live on stream. He tweeted things he knew would incinerate his reputation in the mainstream, including the infamous two genders tweet. It did kind of seem like you leaned into the villain role. Do you think that's a fair and accurate
I think you did. I
remember this like it was yesterday. I went over to Kick, I made a tweet, and I said that there are two genders. A lot of people hated me for that. A lot of people are mad for that. And
but like honestly, let's be freaking honest. Like shooting out propaganda about there's being more genders. Let's be honest, bro. At the end of the day, God made two. Not 3, not 4, not 52, as we have just been like led on to believe. He made 2. Not so that you can switch to another one just because you're feeling like you don't fit in or you don't feel like you're in the right body. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. He made 2. All right, that's just a fact.
the entire world really went at me for that.
But Aiden wasn't stupid. He knew exactly what he was doing.
I had to kind of say and do some crazy to make kick pop. I literally might have 2 people in this room this week on stream. Suck my fucking nuts! Stop it!
Damn!
You guys are the reason why the internet is soft.
Stop!
He was proving a point. On Kick, you can't be canceled.
There's no terms of service over there. You guys can say whatever you want in my chat. Nobody can get banned.
But on Twitch, you definitely can.
This is cancel culture. I'm gonna cancel cancel culture.
I'm Aiden Ross, and Aiden Ross is gonna say what the f he says.
In late February 2023, amidst the chaos of his marketing rampage, Twitch had seen enough. They issued his 8th ban. This time, it was permanent.
A lot of the people on the Kick side of things loved it. And they kept, you know, endorsing it a little bit. Like, oh, yeah, you got it. You know, we love it. We love it. Controversy sells. And it did. And Kick is very successful because of that. So
the bridge was burned, but Aiden was standing on the other side, holding the match and laughing. He had
Wait.
And they kept, you know, endorsing it a little bit. Like, oh, yeah.
Culture.
Wasn't stupid. He knew exactly what he was doing.
There you go.
I had to kind of say and do some crazy to make Kick pop. I literally might have 2 people in this room this week on stream. Suck my fucking nuts!
Bro, what is he even saying? Even though he's like on Kick, like, bro, come on, man. What?
Twitter, you guys are the reason why the internet is soft.
But I get it. Like, the other platform might seem a little bit like harsh on what they're letting go, but the thing is, like, they've been slacking now. They've been more slack. They've been like, what should you say, like, letting more things go through. Like, they don't ban based upon like everything now. They don't say like, no, you can't do that. Just go to the freaking pool bathtubs and you can see it there. You know what I mean? Okay, honestly, don't do that. I was joking. Don't go there. Anyways, but they are not as strict as they used to be. That's what I'm trying to
He
say.
was proving a point. On Kick, you can't be canceled.
There's no terms of service over there. You
You
guys
see? Nobody can cancel you. Nobody can cancel you. There is no canceling. What do you mean you're gonna be canceled? You're not gonna be canceled. Listen.
say whatever you want in my chat. Nobody can get banned.
But on Twitch, you definitely can.
This is cancel culture. I'm gonna cancel cancel culture.
I'm Aiden Ross, and Aiden Ross is gonna say what the f he says.
In late
Yes.
February 2023,
He literally canceled the cancel culture. All right. Y'all, I remember when I freaking did this on TikTok, we had like 200-300 views popping in all the freaking time. Then boom, 500 concurrent viewers, by the way, like looking at the same time, right? The thing is, TikTok, they are very strict. You gotta watch out everything you're saying, everything you're doing. And I got something in my chat saying that you're gonna be canceled for saying that. And I'm like, who's gonna cancel me? Like, what are you talking about? Because I was saying a lot of stuff about God and a lot of truth. I spilled a lot of facts. And then going on 2 weeks, we start seeing like everything dipping, all the way to like 10 concurrent viewers. And I'm like, what the freak just happened? But we kept coming back. We kept coming back to like 100, 200, and then it kept on flopping. I'm like, what the freak is happening? Like, I know it's algorithm based, but this is literally just crazy. I cannot stay on a platform where you never know if you're gonna have like 500 viewers or like 0 or like 2 or like 10. You know what I mean? Like, you always gotta do some crazy shit to like get people in and get people to share. You know, you can never have a chill one, right?
amidst the chaos of his marketing rampage, Twitch had seen enough. They issued his 8th ban. This time, it was permanent.
A lot of the people on the Kick side of things loved it. And they kept, endorsing it a little bit. Like, oh, yeah, you got it. We love it. We love it. Controversy sells. And it did.
Yeah, do
And
something
Kick is very
crazy.
successful because of that. So
The bridge was
That's
burned,
true.
but
That's
Aiden
true.
was standing on the other side, holding the match and laughing. He had successfully migrated.
But this is also why a lot of people are like, I don't want to support this platform. I genuinely I love it. Like, you can do whatever you want. You don't have to watch out for what you're saying or what you're doing on the camera, you know. The freaking support is amazing, but this is one thing that I think is gonna come into right now.
His audience. Kick's user base exploded, growing over 400% in months, largely off the back of Aiden's controversy. By mid-2023, Aiden Ross had achieved something that is statistically impossible in the influencer economy. He had been banned, deplatformed, and labeled a public enemy, and yet he was bigger than ever.
Too far? I don't give a cancel me. I don't give a
In any other story, this is the part where the creator gets humble. They apologize. They try to rebrand to save their career.
Did you feel like that backlash was like deserved?
No, I don't. I think
Nobody,
that the things I say.
nobody can cancel him. Like, especially not on this, because I'm pretty sure at this point he's in with Eddie. Like, I'm not gonna say they in bed together. I'm just saying that I think they're in partnership, because he also, I think he became like a stakeholder in the company and pushed the company even further. Don't quote me on that one. Allegedly, by the way. I'm saying, though you're funny, Lolita, I appreciate you.
The things I do is what 90-something% of the streamers and the online people say off camera and do off camera.
He realized that on Kick, there were no referees. He had equity, he had a contract, and most importantly, he had an audience that followed him because of the chaos, not in spite of it. He was technically uncancelable. So instead of pivoting to safety, he started treating real life like a side quest. He launched a boxing promotion company cleverly named Brand Risk.
Yeah, now it's getting into this.
Fighting and decided he wanted to own his own league.
Netflix most valuable promotion, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson mega event, makes history with over 108 million live global viewers.
This was his crack at trying to build a billion-dollar business.
Honestly, these actually made history. Like, okay, maybe not history, but like the amount of attention that he has been getting after he did this is freaking crazy. I don't know if you guys seen it, but it's crazy.
It outlast his streaming career.
I launched a brand. My brand risk brand.
Yeah. He revamped the rapper streams at the highest of levels, bringing on names.
Did you guys see that? Ooh. I mean, I don't know about the face, but like, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Bringing on names like 21 Savage and Playboy Cardi.
I'm sorry.
He pulled off the biggest stream of his life, an interview with Donald Trump that peaked at over 580,000 viewers. He was untouchable. But when you beat the game at 22 years old, you run into a new problem. It's not cancellation.
True.
It's boredom.
I couldn't realize it, but when I was grinding, that was like the peak feeling.
What's up, Jolly? How you doing?
Accomplishing all this stuff. I got this and I got that and I did that and I did this and I just.
That's the thing. When he has done everything that he wanted to accomplish, like what is he left to do? When he has done literally everything that he wanted to accomplish, what is he left to do? He has literally won the freaking game, and he gotta find some new goals to hit. Otherwise, he's gonna freaking go crazy, right? Imagine you play the game and you just finish the entire game. What is it left to do? Like, you can do max level shit, like buy shit, go to freaking clubs and shit, but there is nothing more to like accomplish because you're done with the game. You max level. You know,
I feel like I've kind of already conquered a lot of the things, like at a really young age.
Sure. And what does it feel like to conquer things at a young age?
I don't know. I honestly, man, it's fucked up because honestly, like, that's what drives me crazy sometimes. Like, what do I do now?
This explains the erratic behavior we saw throughout 2024. The cycle wasn't about him trying to change and failing, it was about him trying to feel something. He would announce that he was retiring, then come back a week later. He would say he's moving back to Miami to find his roots, then fly back to LA. He would swear off gambling, claim that he was done with the toxicity, only to sign a new deal with Stake or Rainbet just months later. To the audience, it looked like a struggle for his soul, but to Aiden, it was just content.
Every time I have trauma, I put it in my back of my brain. I'm very desensitized. My brain is very desensitized.
He had pushed the button so...
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I don't know if I feel bad for him because hopefully he has, like, developed his entire character and all of that, but he seems pretty young to have, like, accomplished all of it. Because there's some inner work that you gotta do before you get to like that stage, right? And you gotta develop a certain amount of character. You need morals, you need integrity. So hopefully he has done all of that, but just based upon all the deals and everything, I don't know. He took the deal.
So many times that the lights didn't look as bright anymore.
It's super hard for me to sometimes feel things. I don't know. It's almost like I'm emotionless. And like I feel like I beat the game.
And that's a dangerous place to be, because when the normal thrill wears off, you have to raise the stakes just to feel the pulse.
You said that a lot
I'm
of people
sorry.
can't hate you online because they don't know the real you. And at the time, you definitely said that you were leaning into the villain role. Have you pulled back from that villain character? And are you no?
Nah,
So-
I love being the villain.
So what's the most true and authentic version of Aiden Ross?
I think the fact that I would do a stream with 6ix9ine if he calls me up tomorrow. I think the fact that I would do a stream with anybody. I would do a stream with Jeffrey Epstein if he was still alive. Just a question. I would do a stream with Diddy.
Bro.
No, I'm not joking. People that genuinely
Hey.
have been completely stripped from platforms and affected in their real life, they deserve some chance of speaking. They deserve some way of talking. That's where it needs to head. I don't have to like you, but I think everyone deserves their voice. And that's my whole stance on that.
As of
Facts.
today, the
I
machine's
like that.
still running. Aiden Ross
I like
proved that
that.
you can build an empire on controversy. He proved that if you bring enough
You got clippers? Can I clip for you? Yeah, go ahead. What's up, Luxy? How you doing, Aurelia? Nice to see you. Join, you guys can join Discord. We can take it further there.
eyes and enough money, the rules don't apply to you. But the victory looks a lot like a trap. He's
It's on my
admitted
channel.
openly that he feels like a puppet, a slave to the entertainment. He feeds the chat the chaos they crave because he's terrified that if he stops, the screen goes black.
It's like people know me when they see me, but they don't know me. People just will look at me as like I'm like this puppet, this entertainment puppet.
Whatever you guys want, bro. I'll do GTRP. I don't care. I'm a slave to you guys, bro. What do you guys want, bro? I'm a slave. I don't care, bro. I'm a puppet.
Whether you
Do you guys think like at one point that he became like a puppet for the big corps and like because Kick is huge, right? And it kind of seems like the entertaining puppet that they could use and like say to him like do these, go fetch the ball and shit. But he's, I don't know, bro. He just seems like a freaking funny dude, and that sounds lit. I don't know what to say, bro.
Whether you love him or you hate him, it's hard to deny that Aiden Ross changed streaming forever. He shattered the corporate safety of Twitch and ushered in a new era of raw, unfiltered, and often dangerous content. He built a button that prints money. But the thing about the button is once you start pressing it, it's almost impossible to stop. If you made it this far in the video, I just wanted to say thanks for watching. At the time of recording this, we're at 95,580 subscribers, and we're trying to hit 100K by the end of the year. So, you know, if you wanted to subscribe, that'd be awesome. Also, I did want to mention that the full uncut interview with Aiden is like 45 minutes long, and we're uploading it into our WAP. So, you know, if you wanted to check that out, it'll be in there. But yeah, I think that's everything. Cool. Thanks for watching.
That's it. I'm trying to find something new. Trying to find something new. I found something. Oh, that is actually the one that I was going to go on. By the way, amazing freaking video. A nice aspect of like the entire video, the controversial business of fading golf cart. Good job, bro. Good job. I don't know what to say. Let me see. Let me double check that this was the one we're gonna check out. Oh yeah, we also got the Stream University Day 2 recap. But this one, I really want to watch this one.
Because
I can't say, this one seems amazing. Come on. So this is gonna be like the last on a streamer. Like imagine that type of like title. It's such a freaking clickbait. But I saw that it had Queso in it. I don't know if you guys remember Queso, but he's a freaking legend and he's so freaking funny as well. So we're gonna be checking this one out, guys.
For whatever reason, the
That's what I
internet
said
knows
yesterday. What's up? How you doing,
the
bro?
bigger it is, the
You know
louder
what I
it is, the
mean?
more expensive it looks, the better it performs. Look at the top of Twitch right
That's
now.
true.
It's flooded with million-dollar mansions, celebrity subathons, streamers buying their 10th dream car. Everything seems to be built around the question, how much money can we burn on camera?
Exactly. You guys seen Jimmy, or more known as Mr. Beast. You guys seen Jake Paul. He's putting out crazy content nowadays. You guys seen like all these huge ass names, right? And they are putting up the biggest content and budget, right?
And then there's this guy. Queso is interesting.
Bro,
Because
it's
on
so
paper,
freaking
he's
funny.
doing almost everything wrong. His production quality is kind of garbage.
Queso, where did he come from? 200,000 viewers playing Fall Guys yesterday. Yeah, it wasn't even zoomed in or cropped.
His setup
Wait.
isn't his production quality is kind of
He has an entire black background. Streaming to 222k people, was it?
garbage.
Queso, where did he
Wait.
come from? 200,000 viewers playing Fall Guys yesterday.
Holy
Yeah, it wasn't even
shit.
zoomed in or cropped.
His setup isn't designed to be some massive content machine. Half the time he's live, he's playing some random game most people have never even heard of.
Your costume sucks, kid.
I mean, when your entire job is getting people to watch you, you don't turn down a Mr. Beast video. But Queso did.
Queso did not respond to my message.
And somehow, despite doing the opposite of what the internet tells creators they're supposed to do, he's still one of the biggest streamers on the planet. How does that happen? The honest answer is that none of this should have worked, because Queso's had
Or
the odds
ignore it.
stacked against him since day one. Case Baker grew up in rural Arkansas. His hometown has a population just over 1,500. It's the kind of place where a new Walmart makes the front page, and where the churches outnumber the stoplights. Towns like that don't have a lot going on. So, as a quiet kid, Case
Warfido,
stayed
yeah.
more quiet kid.
Bro, the guy is so funny. It's it's amazing. Those are the kind of games that we want to play as well, you know? Like going to kind of like indie games and check them out. That would be freaking amazing. What's up, bro? How you doing? How you doing? Just came from a clip. I appreciate you. I might need one someday. Yeah, you probably do, because let's see this one. You're gonna see how freaking funny it is.
Kids in quiet towns have always done. He disappeared into a screen. In this case, a PlayStation. Call of Duty on repeat. And when YouTube started blowing up in the early 2010s, he was right there watching Nate Shot and the Optic guys build something that didn't exist a decade earlier. He watched gaming turn from a thing you did after school into an actual career.
Well, how does
Okay,
this
this is
sound?
actually
Making
fun to
a
watch. I
living and even a
appreciate you.
small fortune just playing video games.
The biggest names were clearing their parents' annual salaries in a single weekend. And after watching that, it became Case's dream job. The problem was, he knew the odds, especially in his
I don't know if you guys know how much money he's like taking home, but to be honest, it doesn't seem like it's not about the money, because he's been doing this since he was like a smaller streamer as well. There's so many cloud chasing streamers going out just doing it for fame, doing it for the money, but long term you're not gonna make it if you're just doing it for the freaking money. Like, obviously you got certain people that has been popping up. I'm not gonna name names, but you guys probably know who I'm talking about. And they just been like freaking botting the entire thing and then popping off and making it seem authentic, you know? But this guy, he's just having freaking fun, honestly. He's just having freaking fun with everything he does, and he seems so freaking funny as well.
situation. His Wi-Fi was barely good enough to even watch YouTube. Uploading to it or streaming on Twitch,
Twitch
forget
got
it. So he buried it. He graduated high school, bounced between jobs, often working 2 at a time just to keep the lights on. For 6 years. 6 years of clocking in somewhere he didn't want to be. 6 years of watching other guys his age blow up online doing the exact same thing he'd given up on.
Oh, do you guys remember back in days when Shroud was like popping off and doing all this funny stuff? I kind of low-key, I kind of miss those days. I don't know how he's doing right now, but that was peak. That was peak.
By the end of it, Case was broke, burnout. He was one bad week away from walking into a recruiter's office and signing up for the
Wait. What kind of... Oh, no, forget
He
it.
was one bad week away from walking into a
Thought it
recruiter's
was
office and signing
something
up for
crazy.
the military. Then his mom stepped in, and she asked him the question that changed everything. Why not take a real shot at the whole streaming thing? What's the worst that happens?
That's what I said
streaming is
yesterday.
one of
What's
the
up,
most
Josh?
competitive jobs on the planet. And if you're like Case, trying to pursue it full time, you need to understand there's levels to this. Level 1, you can quit your job. Level 2, you're living large. And at level 3, you're the top 1% of the top 1%.
But like, let's be honest. The top 1%, they're not making cash. Let's be honest. Let's see. Top 1% of streamers on Twitch, they're not making money. Let's be honest. Because the top 1%, to reach the top 1% of streamers on Twitch, a channel typically needs to maintain an average concurrent viewership of around 25 to 30. Right? 25 to 30. The top 1% ain't making crazy amount. Maybe he said it wrong. I don't know.
Now, there's no direct translation from Twitch viewers to money. So for the sake of the example, we're going to say you reach level 1 at around 100 viewers. Once you're there, you can take the leap to streaming full time. Which
That is so wrong.
Sounds totally reasonable. It's not. Somehow convincing 100 people to watch you live is brutal. In the past year, 18.4 million people opened up Twitch and broadcasted live on the platform. I want you to guess how many of them actually made it to level.
Listen, how many did you say?
In the past year, 18.4 million people opened up Twitch
18.1 million
and broadcasted live on the platform.
streamed live. Guys, do you know how much it takes to actually make it?
I want you to guess how many of them actually made it to level 1. Seriously, throw a number out there. The answer is 165,536. That's less than 1%. For every person who gets to level 1, there's 100 that don't. Every big streamer you see today spent days, weeks, if not months streaming to an audience of 0. I mean, take...
Bro, they spent more than freaking days and weeks and months. Probably spent like freaking years, bro. Nobody popped off like this. Do you know how long you gotta stream to 0 or like 1 or 2 viewers, bro? I'm talking months. And that is if you're lucky enough to get like freaking clips and shit. Honestly, my honest opinion, he makes this seem a little bit too easy, right? You spending freaking months streaming to like 0 to 2 viewers, getting to the point of like 100 viewers, that is crazy. You gotta be massive entertaining. You gotta be posting every single day, like 3 clips a day, freaking on every single social. Like you gotta get your face out there. You gotta collab. You gotta find people to like. You gotta find your community. You know, you gotta find the right people. It is not this easy as they make it seem.
For example, he streamed to just 5 viewers for a year and a half before
Twitch,
he
clip
ever
that.
made it.
5 viewers? He's grinding!
And I'm throwing all of these numbers at you for a reason, because without them, you wouldn't understand how truly insane what happens next is. Okay, so hate to interrupt myself here, but let's say you're like Queso and don't love your day job. Maybe you're not all that interested in streaming, but you've got a business idea and just don't know where to actually start. Well, let me tell you about WAP. WAP is the world's largest internet market. It's where you go to create, connect, and transact all in one place. Coaching, paid communities, clothing brands, software, whatever it is, WAP handles the entire back end for you. Pay-ins, payouts, all of it. The scale is wild. Over 18 million people are on the platform, and businesses on WAP are pulling in more than $3 billion a year. You've got thousands of solopreneurs running right next to major brands like Kalshi, 11 Labs, and Polymarket. And here's the kicker that gets me. WAP Treasury actually pays you 6% on every dollar your business earns on the platform. Your money's working while you're working. So if you're stuck in a job you hate, go to WAP.com to start your business today.
Because in like 24 hours, y'all took me from nothing to crazy.
You see...
165.5 is insane. I know, it's insane. It's not as easy as it freaking looks. That's the thing. Good luck. I appreciate you. I refuse to close it. Like with streaming university and everything going on, like everything just seems like it's so freaking easy. Like everything is just like, oh, we just gotta do that. We just gotta do that. Or it's gonna be easy. I was like, damn, this is gonna be easy. Like I just post a few clips, they go viral. I've been posting freaking across all socials, probably like 3,000 videos. 3,000 freaking videos. And the video that went most viral got like 160k views. You know what I mean? And that video got a lot of hate because I didn't do it in the right manner or like some crazy shit. What I'm trying to say is that if you think it's gonna be that easy, listen, it's not. It's not gonna be that easy. Twitch, clip that.
Queso hit level 1 in the first hour of his first ever stream, and he didn't just get lucky.
Hey, y'all came through deep from the top, man.
In the days before he went live for the first time, Queso was already laying the groundwork. He spent days filming and
What's up,
editing
Tomas?
clips
How you
of
doing,
him
bro?
playing NBA 2K23. And on September 10th, 2022, he uploaded 22 videos to TikTok.
Exactly. Like this guy, he's been grinding. He's been jumping on the games, and then he has been uploading those on social media. And this was like probably way back, like in 2022. So the thing is, that is what you gotta do if you wanna be a streamer. And then you gotta have like a strong community and hope that they clip you as well and post on socials. That is how you make it. If you really want to make it in the industry.
Queso was already laying the groundwork. He spent days filming and editing clips of him playing NBA 2K23. And on September 10th, 2022, he uploaded 22 videos to TikTok. The next morning, he woke up to over 10,000 followers and a comment section flooded with one question. So that night, he went live for the first time and the floodgates opened.
Wait. He posted 22? 22? Bro, I've been posting just on TikTok probably like 500. The most of them have like 16k views, bro. And he got crazy engagement, but he didn't get pushed any further. He posted only 22k? No, 22 videos? Wait, what? And went viral.
It's opened.
When I look down and I see 126 viewers, bro, I cannot believe it.
From that day on, he followed the
That
same routine.
fast.
Clock into the 9 to 5, hit the second.
Wait, chat.
Cut a few
That
lines,
is
then come home
crazy.
and stream until he couldn't keep his eyes open.
He was putting in the grind like crazy.
I want another build, dog. All I want to do is make builds and play 2K forever. Why do I gotta go work?
After each stream, he'd find the best moments, clip them, and fire them back onto TikTok. The loop fed itself. Inside a week, he'd blown past 100,000 TikTok followers. Every stream was more than 500 plus concurrent viewers.
Dude said call the boss quit.
Yeah, this guy is probably like making it seem like a lot easier so that you get like more in the industry, but I don't know, maybe some people are just really lucky. I'm not saying that he didn't put in the work, he definitely put in the work, but like that's crazy. Damn. Congrats.
Dude, imagine.
And the number that actually mattered, he was making more money streaming at night than he was at his day job.
And no, y'all literally just donated more than I make in a week in one night. Bruh.
But Queso kept his head on straight. What shows up overnight can also disappear overnight. So before he quit his day job, he needed proof that this wasn't a fluke. So he made a deal with his chat, hit 5,000 Twitch subs, and he'd quit his job.
This is a day we're gonna remember forever.
Yo, listen. That is the crazy part. That is the crazy part. When you're gonna go full time and then you're gonna switch out, you never know if it's actually solid or not. I definitely get why he was doing this. Check this out.
This is a day we gonna remember forever. You know I love y'all, man. Thank you, bro. It's all y'all. You feel me? Thank you, man. Full-time Queso in the building, and I'm laying in their mouth too.
Within just a few weeks, it was a done deal. Queso's fan base was.
But listen, he wasn't pulling like massive hours. I think that he was like going live for like 3 hours, 4 hours, or did he actually play until he fell asleep? I don't know. What do you guys like the most? Like putting 3 hours, just pulling all the type of content you can into that 3 hours, or like having longer streams like 8 hours where you're just chilling and doing random type of content? Do you guys like a planned stream, or do you guys like a stream where you just find out whatever you want to do?
Just a few weeks, it was a done deal. Queso's fan base was new, but dedicated, and they wanted to see him pursue this thing full time.
Like I said, I've been dreaming of wanting to, be a streamer, a content creator since I was 13 years old. I finally took the leap, bro. I finally took the leap, and y'all came through for you, boy. For real, y'all came through crazy.
Now, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows from here. His internet was still garbage, like genuinely bad. Streams would lag or even just end because the connection bottomed out.
Do you see what I deal with?
And when you're trying to build an audience, that's the kiss of death. If your stream ends, they move on to the next.
True.
Eventually, numbers started slipping. For a couple months, it looked like...
Imagine like all the attention you gotta just like... all the attention, you just thinking like this can disappear tomorrow. I had the same thing like on TikTok. I was like, damn, this can literally just disappear tomorrow. I just gotta like utilize all the time and trying to funnel it. Yo, this is hard to like keep the attention and all of that. You just gotta be, hopefully you're just being the authentic version of yourself so that they genuinely think you're just mad funny.
Maybe the whole thing was a fluke. Maybe the bubble had already popped.
You know, I seen the numbers when I very first started. You know, the hype was there because I first blew up. Had like 800 viewers every night. Then y'all seen it dip to like, you know, 100, 150. I was like, I gotta do something different or it's gonna go under.
Then he picked up a different game, Hogwarts Legacy. It was kind of a weird choice. It had a totally different audience from the 2K crowd he'd built, but he streamed it anyway, clipped a moment, and posted it to TikTok.
See the sun peeking through the window a little bit.
Oh shit!
Gotta make Hufflepuff proud though. Hey, it is what it is, man.
That one video alone.
Oh shit! My entire neck just flabbergasted. I'm not joking, guys. I've been freaking trying to sleep. I'm in trouble with breathing, bro. For the last months. I don't know what it is, chat. It's just something crazy going on with my breathing. Like the body just don't feel like in freaking place. You know what I mean? Been trying to stretch, trying to work out, trying to move. You know? I don't know what it is. It's been going on for like a long time, but I don't know if you guys heard a crack. Holy, that was my neck going back into place. Sheesh. Okay, let's get back into it. Twitch, clip that.
Pulled in over 18 million views. Just like that, he's back. Viewership climbs to 600. Keeps climbing. Month after month. Every week, another clip going viral. Another wave of new viewers funneling straight to the stream. The snowball was rolling again. By May 2023, Queso was averaging over 2,500 viewers.
Yo, I got yo.
In streaming culture.
If you don't know who he is, you gotta be living under a rock.
And this is level 2. At level 2, you're starting to live large. You're in big boy money territory. At this point, you're not going to be afraid the whole thing vanishes overnight. With over 2,500 average viewers, Queso was sitting somewhere just inside the top 1,000 streamers on Twitch. Incredible by any measure, but remember, Twitch is stacked top heavy. And when I say top heavy, I mean it. At any given moment, there are about 3 million users on Twitch watching.
Bro, let's be honest, like, he deserves that shit. Like, imagine all the work that he's been putting in. There's probably a lot more that we don't see in this video. But bro, this guy, he deserves it. Like, honestly.
Content. When you break down the viewer distribution by channel rank, the picture gets pretty clear. Out of the millions of channels on the platform, the top 250 pull over half the viewership. That's the difference between level 2 and level 3. While it seems like the easiest jump on the ladder here, it's actually the most difficult. There's a specific blueprint nearly every streamer has followed to make this jump. Here, I'll break it down for you. What you're looking at right now is 5 of the biggest streamers on the planet. Each at the moment they were averaging exactly 2,500 viewers. Pay attention to the setups. None of them are exciting. The rooms are pretty basic, the camera quality kinda sucks. There's no production value. They look like what they are, just guys streaming from their bedrooms. Now fast forward to when those same streamers are pulling 10,000 viewers a night. Everything's changed. The lighting's dialed in. The cameras are crisp. The rooms look intentional.
The camera has so freaking much to say. Like the overlay and all of that, like you don't see that on the big streamers. Like they don't use that shit because you don't need that. You need a nice freaking background. You need nice quality audio. You need nice light. And if you got that, you got most of it, right? You see like Kai as well, he got a nice freaking background. Ninja right now he got a nice freaking background. But everybody's upgrading like eventually. And that is what you gotta do. You gotta upgrade. Quick clip that.
This is the blueprint kicking in, and it all starts with one realization. At this level, streaming isn't just a job anymore. It's a business, and like a business, the goal is to make as much money as possible. The internet, for whatever reason,
well, as much entertainment as possible. You know what I mean? Like, the thing is, you gotta upgrade. Just like in life, you gotta upgrade once you start like climbing the ladder. You know what I mean? Number slipping because one disconnect. What's up? How you doing? Welcome in. I appreciate you.
Craves a spectacle, and the spectacle game is pretty easy to play. You've kind of just got to spend money to make money. The setup is just the start. Next comes the move to LA, buy the mansion, drop the I just bought my dream car video, hire a dozen editors to pump out clips around the clock. By the time you're clearing 50,000 viewers, it turns into an optimization race. Every stream, every upload, every second of content is engineered to milk the cash cow. The longer you stay on the top, the more efficient it becomes, and weirdly, the more the internet praises you for it. But the spectacle only works if people are still looking. Relevancy is the whole game. The second your numbers dip, the money goes with it. So you're forced to stay visible. You hit the podcast circuit, impulsive on Monday and blank on Thursday. You show up to every mainstream streamer event. You become a permanent fixture in the conversation because the conversation is the product. And the fastest way to stay in the conversation is to stand next to someone bigger than you.
That's actually true. Like that's why you see so freaking many like collaborations going on. You saw like Fade as well when he kept going on the podcast. He kept talking to people to keep like the name relevant, because relevancy is so freaking important. It's crazy. Like Mr. B standing next to him, boom, you know that you're gonna get views on that shit because his face is like almost everybody knows his face, and he would love to get that kind of shout out there as well. Like it's a win-win situation for both. When people say like, for example, when people walk up to you and they say like, oh, how many likes do I gotta have to like do a stream with you? You know what I mean? And they say 1 million likes and you gotta tag me in the video. They're gonna tag him and hopefully it's gonna hit 1 million views, and then boom, no, 1 million likes, and then boom. You just gain like a lot of organic traffic that has already seen your face, because it's all about relevancy and people seeing your face, right? Which clip that?
Take those same 5 streamers and pull up their biggest streams of all time. Ninja, Fortnite with Drake, Aiden Ross, the Donald Trump interview, Kai Cenat, the LeBron stream that pulled over 1 million concurrent viewers. That's the blueprint. I'm not necessarily saying it's bulletproof or guaranteed, but it's the safe route. Every streamer who's made it to the top 250 has run some version of that exact playbook based on constant evolution, but Queso ignored this approach altogether. His strategy is quite literally the opposite in just about every possible sense. The last time we talked about Queso, he was fresh off of Hogwarts, averaging 2,500 viewers. So let's run that same comparison from earlier and fast forward to when he's at 10,000. Not much has changed. I mean, sure, he did buy a new house, but he moved from a trap house to a trailer just across town. Either way, at the end of the day, his computer monitor is still being held up with a vacuum cleaner.
If I don't have the vacuum cleaner holding up the back of the monitor, it'll
look at all the mess.
And then back here are my PCs.
Looks like that was live on TikTok as well.
Books as well.
And the camera quality seems to somehow
what the frick, bro?
My stream quality is actually so good. It looks like it's in 4K.
Since Hogwarts, he's continued to stream 4 to 6 nights a week.
That's crazy. New York. Wait. I don't know what she's talking about, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not from UK, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Same time, same chat, rotating through whatever random games he feels like. Supermarket Simulator, Granny, Dress to Impress.
What is this? Why is it on my front page? I'm playing it.
Games a normal person
Dress to Impress.
Stream, but then you watch for 5 minutes and you start to get it.
This is the funniest dude on the internet right now.
Just plays the most random everything.
You see what I mean? Like people think he's freaking funny because he's freaking funny. He seems like he's being the authentic version of himself like the entire freaking time. Like just watch it.
Stream. But then you watch for 5 minutes and you start to get it.
This is the funniest dude on the internet right now.
Just plays the most random games.
Queso, where did he come from? 200,000 viewers playing Fall Guys yesterday.
Because the game isn't fun.
Out of freaking nowhere.
They're there to watch him fall out of his chair for the 10th time this month and narrate it like he's describing a car accident.
Yo, that almost killed me. Oh!
And then it falls off the freaking chair. Like it's thing that you don't expect would happen at all.
Oh, chat! The chair is dead, dude!
To watch him get jump scared by a horror game and scream at a volume that blows out the mic. And that's why it worked. By January of 2024, Queso was averaging over 50,000 concurrent viewers every single night, making him the #3 ranked streamer on all of Twitch.
Like, my mind is weird.
Exactly, it's just mad funny.
I still don't have the thought of, like, I still made it. Yeah, because in my mind, I feel like if I have that thought and tell myself that I made it, you don't want to get, like, lazy. It's going to go downhill. Yeah. You know what I mean?
By every metric the industry actually uses, Queso is underperforming. He's leaving growth on the table at every possible turn. He doesn't invest in new setups, he doesn't upgrade his gear, and has no real plan to optimize himself. Every analyst will tell you he could be twice the size he is if he just ran the playbook like everyone else. And honestly,
but I mean, like, upgrading your rig and your computer and all of that, especially like your internet, that has like a huge impact on everything he does in general. If it's like full time and earning freaking that much, like if he doesn't want to optimize himself, I guess that's his point of view. But honestly, I don't know, bro. I think he should like get a better PC or like internet, you know?
They're probably right. But here's the thing. Queso never looked at any of that and felt like he was losing something. Buying a house in the hills, pulling up in a supercar, collecting all the things that say you've made it. None of that ever seemed to be important to him. And there's nothing wrong with wanting those things. A lot of creators go in with exactly that goal in mind. But Queso sits in this rare category of someone who actually reached the I made it moment and genuinely doesn't want it.
It was never about like being huge, just like, because it didn't matter the money. You know, I just wanted to do what I loved for a living. I could be pins and pennies to make it, but as long as I get to stream every day instead of go to work, I was cool with that. You know?
But to be clear, it's not like he's allergic to money. He's the #3 streamer on Twitch. The guy is doing just fine.
He's making like dead ass so freaking much. If he's being #1 on Twitch, no, #3 on Twitch. Wait, who is #1 on Twitch? Who is #1 creator on Twitch? Oh, that's Kaizena. That gotta be because he's like pulling Stream University like crazy now, right? Is this up to date? Ninja dollar at 19.2. That's crazy. Good job, bro. As of 2026, American streamer. SMS over 21. Maybe this video is a little bit old.
Fine, but there's a difference between making.
Let's see, it's 2 months ago. That's old in the creative world, bro.
Money and squeezing every last cent out of your audience. He's never done any kind of subathon, he doesn't say yes to every brand that comes knocking, and he doesn't manufacture drama to give the numbers a little bump. The way he sees it, you can't leave money on the table if it was never what you sat down for.
Some of my most favorite jobs I ever had were the jobs where I was making pennies. Yo, I'm not even finna lie to y'all. I think y'all just donated more than my week's paycheck in one night. I'm talking about.
Imagine getting that like one stream, like you guys just donated more than I make freaking a month or a year in the freaking job I was there. Imagine.
Sitting in the parking lot of the dollar store, having to call my mom, be like, hey, can you spot me $50 for food for the rest of the week? But you know what? I was happy. Like, if I
know that shit.
And just be able to do this with y'all every day, that'd be a dream come true. Yeah, I was broke.
He's so freaking authentic, bro.
Because the job was cool. Dude, I'm not worried about Twitch ad revenue. I would rather people have a good viewing experience than make an extra, you know, whatever a month.
That's the thing, like when you
that's the money
when you literally coming from trenches, you don't really care that much about it, but once you're making money, you're happy. Like you can literally do what you want to do and your passion, which is streaming, right?
Half of the blueprint: the mansion, the supercar, the optimization strategy. But the blueprint isn't only about money.
But he didn't need all of that. He didn't need all of that because he was like in the gaming field and he was being authentic. He was being the best version of himself. He didn't. A lot of streamers need it if they're doing like IRL or just chatting, just like blow up even further. But not everybody needs that shit.
The other half of the blueprint is relevancy. The streaming world has a short memory, and the way you fight that is by staying in the conversation. Podcasts, events, collabs, it all comes down to the same idea. Stand next to someone bigger than you, and you get to share some of their spotlight. Well, if you thought he was underperforming on the money side of the blueprint, just listen to this. In 3 years as one of the biggest streamers on the planet, he's done exactly one traditional collab. Jinxie.
What's the furthest you've ever traveled?
Florida, and that was...
Wait, was Jinxie's first collaboration in real life? And they actually streamed it live? I didn't know this. He didn't travel around for like collaboration at all?
One time to go to Jinxie's house.
And that collab is almost word for word the only existing footage of Queso outside of his own house.
Greg brought this up yesterday to me when we were chilling. He said it's crazy that Jinxie literally has the only recorded footage of me outside of my own stream setup. Like, he is the only one that's got me out of my room.
Matter of fact, it was the first time he'd ever left the state he was born in.
So this is the first time you've ever been out of, like, Florida? Or out of Arkansas,
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just, I don't know, I be getting homesick. I get away from home for too long. I'm just, man, I don't know.
Over the last 3 years, Queso has won 5 different awards.
And the streamer award goes to
Queso.
Queso.
Yeah,
He
let's
hasn't
go,
shown up to
bro.
a single one in person.
Mr. Beast tweeted you. Oh yeah, I talked to him. Yeah.
From being a
I can't
video.
ignore Mr. Beast video due to
Wait. Did he really say no to join the freaking video with Jimmy Miss Beast? Wait, that's actually crazy.
He hasn't shown up to a single one in person.
Mr. Beast tweeted you. Oh yeah, I talked to him. Yeah. I can't even go
Yo.
on Mr. Beast video due to fear of airplanes.
He's that scared?
According to the blueprint,
Of
all of
airplanes?
those things just come with the territory of being in the top 1%. But Queso is avoiding all of it. And when you stack it all up, not going to award shows, turning down the collabs, even the fact that he's only left the state of Arkansas once, you start to wonder if there's more to it than just not caring.
True. What is it? Tell us.
Chat, I didn't tell y'all this, bro. When I was changing setups to go from the trap house into the trailer, I was literally a mental wreck for like a week straight. Because I don't know if anybody else has this, but
Is it
I
OCD?
have like some form of horrific OCD that I've had for years, that if something even minor changes, I'm gonna die.
You see, OCD is one of the most misunderstood conditions out there. People hear the word and picture someone who just likes things clean and organized. And while that can be a part of it, that's not exactly what it is. At its core, OCD is anxiety. For Queso, moving into a new house meant moving into an environment.
Imagine having that bad OCD that if just some small thing in the house changes, feels so much freaking anxiety out of it. I think it gotta be something you can like work against, right?
That was full of variables his brain hadn't had the chance to map out yet.
Like when I take my hat off and put it on the counter, same spot every night. If it goes in a different spot, I'm dead.
Everything becomes unpredictable, and for someone with OCD, an unpredictable environment is one thing that can't be controlled. Each unknown stacks on top of the last until his brain is sent into overdrive.
Chat, here's some lore for you. Every time I would leave to work in the morning, I would go outside my house, and I would have to check that my doorknob was locked 37 times.
No.
I would have to start my drive to work, take a block.
I actually know somebody that has like this bad OCD and it's actually crazy, but I didn't know it was this bad. Like usually back in days I had to like double check that everything was locked and go back, double check that everything was locked, or if it was like if I was heating up some food, I had to double check afterwards that it was turned off and then double check again. But I stopped listening to the thoughts, and literally it was gone.
I would go outside my house and I would have to check that my doorknob was locked 37 times. I would have to start my drive to work, take a block back around to my house and check it another 11 times. And then I could go to work.
Which explains why his setup has barely changed over the years. It's one of the places where his brain already knows the answers to all the questions. It's his rules at his pace, all in an environment that makes him most comfortable. But that need for predictability doesn't stay contained to his house. It follows him everywhere.
I went out in public 3 times in a row. I got recognized all 3 times. I never went outside again, bro. Like some people, bro, came up like.
I kind of had the same kind of feeling, like when you get recognized and you're not used to it. It's kind of odd, and you can literally like hear people like talking about you on the side of you, and you're like, do they think it's weird? Like, what do they think? It just feels like odd in the start, and then you usually get like used to it. Now you like used to it if they come up and like take a picture or shit. You know what I mean?
Like, hey, yo, can I get a picture? Everybody started looking. I'm like, oh man, dude, I was about to pass out, man.
Outside of that room, he controls nothing. Who's around him, how they got there, whether someone grabs his shoulder before he sees it coming. None of it is up to him.
I don't go out in public. I don't.
Damn.
Never.
When he's at home, it's easier to manage because, well, he's in his own house. But in public,
that's true. But like, he gotta get freaking used to it as well, because eventually more people are gonna see it. More people are gonna see him. I was kind of like that before, but eventually you just get like used to it. You know what I mean? I need a break from studying. What's up? How you doing? Hey, thank you for all the follows. I appreciate one and every single one of you guys. I panic. Nah, you will be good, Larina. You'll be good. What's up? Hence? Augustine, nice to see you back in. I'm doing pretty good, Cheryl. What's up, Fabian?
there's no way to make the unknown stop. It's not only uncomfortable, but also insanely overwhelming.
You would have a better chance of actually winning the Powerball lottery than ever seeing me in public. That's how rare it is. No joke.
The blueprint says the path forward revolves around a constant state of evolution. The more you change, the newer things are, the more excited people are to watch. But for Queso, that path has never really been accessible the same way it is for everyone else. And yet, here he is.
Literally almost 1,000 away from 10 million. Say it.
Oh, he's hitting 10 million.
This moment in history? No, this is
Are they gonna juke him just like they did with like Ultra Speed and shit?
The numbers. The journey from a rice mill to the #3 spot on Twitch. Almost nothing has actually changed.
You definitely gonna do this full time? Hey, I hope so, CJ. That'd be a dream
W
come true.
man.
Maybe my parents don't have to work no more either. That'd be a dream come true too, bro.
He's been grounded in the fact that streaming was never about being the very best. It was always about building a life worth living. For himself and for the people he loves.
Wait, Mom, we're about to hit 10 million. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Oh my goodness.
I can't believe
He's such a genuine guy, dude. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
No way we're actually about to hit.
Holy, it's going so fast. You guys should see like. Damn.
Let's go!
Let's freaking get it, bro.
His mom was there before any of this made sense.
She brought me some balloons in here. Yo! She brought me some balloons.
It seemed like so freaking nice. I love that. I love the thing he's
Before all of the
using.
awards and money, before tens of thousands of people were waiting for him to go live, she was the only one who pushed him to try streaming in the first place.
That's a damn
Don't be mom. Don't be mom.
play button. You've had this? What? It wouldn't be possible without y'all, Chad. And you know who else it wouldn't be possible without? My mom. Come stand in front of the camera.
W mom. You can just see like she's so freaking happy.
The man who spent his whole life doing the kind of work nobody claps for.
My dad, for example, like, dude, his whole life just working. He's had multiple back surgeries, multiple wrist surgeries, multiple foot surgeries, all from just working his whole life.
The man he watched and worked alongside with do it with no complaints.
I worked with my dad, and we were both maintenance men. Maintenance ain't easy work. You know, you're crawling under sinks, you're changing faucets, you're crawling up in attics, you know, all that, just nasty.
The same man that taught him how to work was eventually the one who told him to quit his regular job and do what he loved.
I remember the night we hit 5,000. I was like, all right, tomorrow I'm gonna call my boss. I remember I got him to call because I was scared. Like, hey, boss, you know, I'm playing video games for a living, but it's.
I would have thought like he was like everybody else, you know when they're trying to clip farm and they're just gonna be like, yo, I quit my job, I'm done working for you, bro. I see you never. Like, finally, I don't gotta listen to you anymore. I'm done, bro. Quitting at McDonald's. See what I'm saying? I'm never making food again.
His regular job and do what he loved.
I remember the night we hit 5,000. I was like, all right, tomorrow I'm gonna call my boss. I remember I got him to call because I was scared. Like, hey, boss, you know, I'm playing video games for a living, but it'd sound better coming from my dad because, you know, my dad was essentially like his right-hand man.
Yep.
But yeah.
So when streaming became a reality, he made sure that the two people who spent their lives building him up never had to work
Bro,
again.
I'm genuinely happy for him. Like, genuinely.
You run into in your career.
Just that everybody gets to chill.
Yeah.
And they have to get away from the jobs they hated and everything like that, and we can all just chill and do this. That's the best thing. I was gonna say they're retired because they do it because you know they don't want to just chill and do nothing. They do a lot of stuff for me. Like my dad, if I need something to go get or something, he goes and gets it. My mom handles all the background, like all of it.
If you ask Case, that's the whole story right there. In a world where overnight success has a way of quietly hollowing people out, Queso never let any of it change him.
The only thing I want to be is a place for people to go for 4 hours a night, forget about life, you know, crack some jokes,
That's nice.
Have a good time, and just chill out.
And that's why this story isn't over. Queso has already crossed the line that mattered the most. He turned his dream into real life. He helped his family stop working. He became the place he always wanted to be for others. So whatever happens next is just the icing on the cake.
I've been dreaming of this since I was a kid, bro.
Oh, come on, make it.
Y'all for real low key making dreams come true, bro.
Another W freaking video. That's what I'm saying. Like, especially this one. Yo, go check it out if you guys want to. It's by Golf Cart. Bro, I love this. Honestly. Oh, do you guys want to watch the one with Marlon? This was uploaded one month ago. It sounds weird, but if we do this one, then maybe we do the one with Knock as well. You know? Exactly. Yeah. Nowadays, everybody comes up and like, do you want to take a picture? And I'm like, sure, I can take a picture with you. Come on, bring out the camera, being nice to them. I appreciate you. You're a freaking legend. Like, now when you use it, it's something different, right? It's something different. When it's the first or second or the third time, you kind of feel like awkward. It's gonna be like, nah, I don't know. I don't want people to like see me do it. I don't want to bring that tension. You know, but when you get used to it, people are just nice. People are respectful as long as respectful you with your family. Just wanna strike a conversation or just have a fun time. It's all good. You know what I mean? The rise of Marlon. He has been an internet sensation for a long time now. Yo, let's freaking watch this video. Let me just go on pew pew fast. First. Bro, I hate this shit. Why doesn't it move? There we go. Give me a sec, guys.
Satan been defeated, no wonder he can't stand me. Even MIA like the acronym for Miami. Keep my life simple, it don't need to be fancy. Plan A is trust God, I don't really need a plan B. I'm a simple dude, I'm in my bubble like Sandy. All I speak is truth, I'm kinda shocked they haven't banned me. Standing on my faith, the devil laying flat like Stanley. Kill my flesh like rest in peace, now I got rest and peace. I got everything I need if all I have is God. I thought they were mad at me till I realized they're mad at God. All my haters probably wishing that I stopped. They say you can't convince me God is real, I said you can't convince me that he's not. Ayy, I guess there's levels to the favor. Going up until I die, call this the heaven elevator. I love Jesus, I love all my enemies and all my neighbors. Give me me hell, I give them heaven. You could say I love the hell out of my haters, huh? Told the devil, see you later. Matter of fact, I probably won't, cause I'ma go and meet my savior. Spreading Jesus with these lines around the world like the equator. Lately, I've been saying thanks instead of please when I'm in prayer. I've been praying, God's been working, we've been making hell upset. Got the Father, Son, and Spirit, I call that my triple threat. Hating on the internet, but never met me in the flesh. A lot of y'all should do a little more and talk a little less, You done messed up, thinking you could ever bring me down, I'm too blessed up. I let go and I let God, but I won't ever let up. Hell is hot dog, but the devil can't catch up. The power in me got me charged up like a Tesla. Satan saying something in my ear, but the voice of Jesus is the only one that I can hear. They say everything you want is on the other side of fear, and I say that I agree, cause God's the only one I fear. God's the only one I fear.
This is not a game. What do you mean game? Anyone else? 20 tabs. You got 20 tabs. What? Yo, Biddy, I appreciate you. Okay, let's do it. Let's check it out. Let's react to this one. This is gonna be the rise of Marlon. The rise of Marlon. Let's get into it, boys. Come on. Ladies and gents, about to start.
For almost a century, psychologists have been studying attractive people, and they keep finding the same thing. The more attractive you are, the more people trust you, the faster you get hired, and the more you get paid. Basically, if you're hot, life runs on easy mode, and nowhere is that more obvious than online.
Yeah, but like, how much do they gotta do to get to like that kind of level? This is so freaking clickbait. It's crazy. Like, to be hot is not that easy. You gotta eat clean, you gotta be clean, you gotta be healthy, like all of that.
And nowhere is that more obvious than online. TikTok's flooded with thirst traps, Instagram's a competition to look unattainable, and Twitter, holy sh**. It doesn't matter if you were born with one or if you bought one, having a pretty face is a cheat code on social media. I mean, we've seen it a million times. Every other week there's a new it girl, a new dream crush, a new guy who makes middle-aged women act feral. Which brings us to Marlon. A little over a year ago, Marlon basically appeared out of nowhere. One day nobody knew who he was, the next he was streaming with Mr. Beast, walking A-list runways, and being crowned the internet's rising star.
Yo, I actually saw this live. That was crazy. The amount of... He kind of deserves it though. I saw the whole history based upon how he came up and all of that. He's definitely putting in a lot of work into this.
On paper, it's the same story we've seen 100 times. A pretty face shows up, the internet melts, and a career launches overnight. But the deeper I dug, the less that story held up. Because the path Marlon actually took to get here, it's a lot uglier than you think. Marlon Lundgren Garcia grew up in Malmo, a coastal...
Wait. Is this Marlon when he was younger? I mean, like I can kind of see the resemblance, but
Marlon Lundgren Garcia grew up in Malmo, a coastal city in the south of Sweden. It was there where he fell in love with soccer, or as the Europeans call it, football. Whether he was playing for local teams or traveling abroad to watch the greats, the sport really consumed Marlon's entire childhood. But it wasn't long before basketball came into the picture. Marlon was tall for his age, and the game came naturally. By high school, he was actually pretty good. Good enough to get recruited into one of Sweden's top athletic programs. I genuinely couldn't pronounce the school if I tried, but it's stacked with an alumni list that includes names like Hugo Larsson, Emilia Nilsson-Guri.
Yeah, because he's coming straight out from Sweden, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. Yo, what's up? Just came from your clip. I appreciate you. I forgot what month we're in. Frick, I did too. I think it's July.
And Zlatan Ibrahimovic. By the end of high school, Marlon was ranked one of the top basketball players in Sweden, which is what brought him to the US, specifically to Lower Columbia College in Washington State, where he played college basketball. Now, Marlon's basketball career was short-lived. After just his freshman year, he went back home to Sweden, never to play college basketball again. So what was the point in telling you this? Well, because it was here, in an apartment at Lower Columbia College, that Marlon's social media career began. In early 2021, one of Marlon's college teammates pulled out his phone, recorded a video of the two of them dancing. He posted it to TikTok, and it popped. The views...
You see what I mean? Like, he kinda make it seem so freaking easy. Like, he posted a video and then it popped off. Like, who posts a video and then everything pops up? Listen, you gotta put in the grind. He's been putting in the grind like every single freaking day. Like there's probably like hundreds of videos that he's been posting before the shit. Like it didn't just like pop just like that.
And people flooded the comments asking the same question. So Marlon did what anyone would do. He made an account and started posting. Throughout his freshman season, Marlon and his teammate kept at it, spamming the same setup with the exaggerated smile and 15 seconds of choreography on loop. And it kept working. Hundreds of thousands of views became the norm, and the followers kept piling up. Once he got back to Sweden, you could tell Marlon had done the math on why his videos were popular. And spoiler, it wasn't the dancing. The choreography got phased out in favor of better lighting, more deliberate angles, and a shirt that more oftentimes than not just didn't make it into the shot. But hey, it worked. By late 2023, Marlon had pulled in almost 1 million followers, basically just by posting 30.
Bro, he pulled in a freaking million followers that fast?
First straps to TikTok. But there's a problem with TikTok. The app doesn't really pay its creators, and the little it does pay is pennies.
True, and that is only if you like, I think if you're in the US, it does pay you based upon the content that you are putting out. But listen, there is no type of monetization unless you going live or like doing TikTok shop or shit like that. Like the places where you can monetize is mostly like Twitch, Kick, YouTube. X has a creator monetization as well. IG doesn't really pay. Facebook pays. Snapchat. Yeah, you got a few, but like TikTok is not one of them. Trust me.
Stats for the month: 251 million views, so probably a lot of money, right? $293.
Exactly.
That's my paycheck for the month.
That's
you see
why
what I
every
mean?
TikToker eventually pivots. They start a YouTube channel, they launch a podcast, or even just ditch TikTok entirely. Joe Bartolozzi is a perfect example of this. He blew up on TikTok, moved to streaming, dragged his audience with him, and now he's one of the biggest streamers on Twitch and barely touches TikTok at all.
Facts.
Which our next video is on Joe, and we really want to do like an interview.
But it's like, it is really good if you want to like funnel people from like TikTok or Instagram or wherever you want to like YouTube or Twitch or Kick, right? That is really good. But the thing is, like, at the end of the day, you gotta make like different kind of content on the different kind of platforms as well. And TikTok usually doesn't want you to mention Twitch or Kick or any kind of other platform because they get like jealous for you to take them off the platform. So you gotta like watch everything that you say. You gotta go within the niche of like dancing or making like content like that. It's just a freaking pain.
Review for it. So if you want to see that, go spam his chat and his comments saying Golf Cart sent you a DM. But anyways, Marlon tried the same thing. In early 2024, he went live on Twitch for the first time. And despite a TikTok following pushing
2024? Did bro go freaking live in 2024 and he's this huge right now? Holy shit, doodle, he's been popping off. He's been doing a freaking good job, man.
And only 50 people clicked in. The next stream, fewer. The one after that,
yeah,
less.
That's the thing also. Like, you can have a freaking million TikTok followers, but it doesn't convert that much. You would think like, okay, you got 1 million on IG or TikTok, but it doesn't convert. Like, it is so freaking small. It's crazy. I saw a guy had like 1.2 million on TikTok. He had like 9 viewers. Honestly.
This is where Marlon's pretty privilege starts to run out, because there's a difference between an audience that likes looking at you and an audience that likes listening to you talk. Marlon had spent 3 years building the first kind, and now he needed the second.
Bro, send that chat right now if y'all got any funny videos, bro.
So if you're Marlon, what do? You have 1 million people who follow you for one reason and one reason only, and you've just spent 2 months proving they're not going to follow you anywhere else. You're 22, you dropped out of college, and the dream you've been chasing for years is collecting dust on a platform that doesn't pay. Great.
Nah, like honestly, you guys gonna see that eventually if you're making content. It doesn't convert that good, especially not from TikTok, because you can't really post in your stories that you're going live on TikTok, because then it's gonna penalize you and it's gonna rank you even less. I did that, and you guys can check out my TikTok right now and you guys can see what I mean. So the thing is, IG is a little bit better on this. If you can actually post in your story with a link to your Kick or Twitch, and then it's gonna funnel better, but still not gonna be like a crazy amount. I'm telling you guys.
Most people in that spot
Push clip
quit.
that.
They get a real job. The TikTok account goes dormant, and that's the end of the story. You see, when the attention isn't converting, you really only have two choices. Accept that the internet gave you the wrong kind of audience, or figure out how to put yourself in front of the right one. And that's basically the entire game online. It doesn't matter if you're a streamer, a creator, or even an entrepreneur. At some point, posting and praying just isn't enough. And that's where WAP comes in. WAP just introduced WAP ads to help you run your online business in the easiest way possible. You can launch, manage, and scale your ads all in one place. Whether you have a product, a service, or really any kind of digital business, you don't have to bounce between a million tabs trying to figure out all of the annoying stuff that usually makes running ads feel like you're in over your head. And on top of it all, WAP just dropped their new WAP card, which gets you 5% cash back on every dollar you spend on ads. Now, instead of just spending money and hoping it pays off, you're building a system where your ad spend is working for you in two ways.
It's percented by the money.
I get that. To grow your .com went in a different direction. If you looked at the top of streaming in 2024, the mainstream names all look the same. Nobody was sitting behind a desktop anymore. They were all out doing IRL streams, farming clips around the clock, and almost all of them.
Even I was like, maybe I should go like IRL, do some crazy shit. But the thing is, like, if you do crazy shit while you're small, nothing is gonna get like clipped. You gotta build a base, you gotta build a community, and then you can do like all the crazy shit that you want to do. Because if you do it now, the thing is, like, you're not gonna get much out of it. If I go on a freaking world tour right now, like, not that many people are gonna see it. But if I do it after I built like a community and everything, everybody's gonna see it, and we're gonna make some clips out of it. We're gonna get it on socials. We're gonna expand on that. You know what I mean? That's what we're doing, like gaming content, IRL, just chatting. Not that much IRL, but like reaction and shit. You know, eventually we're gonna come with a lot of crazy IRL. Trust me.
And we're doing it from the U.S.
Push clip that.
That was the path. If Marlon wanted in, he had to go get it. So he scrounged up what money he had and booked a one-way flight to Miami.
This whole week is fucking banging the street.
He didn't really have a plan past landing. He had a hotel for a few nights, a camera, and a goal of streaming every single day. That's pretty much what he did. Every day was the same. He'd walk around, talk to strangers, eat, sleep, stream, repeat. After a few weeks, he was pulling in over 150 viewers per stream.
Yo, that's good. That's good.
He opened Twitch and saw this.
Right here? Yeah.
Yo.
Two of the biggest streamers.
I think this is the point where he actually like pulls up to clicks and lazy while they're shaving somebody, and then like freaking aura the shit out of them. Like, look at it, look at it.
Platform, we're doing an IRL stream in Miami. They were offering free haircuts to random strangers on the street. Free haircut?
Yo, watch this, watch this.
Marlon saw the stream and instantly recognized where they were.
Yo, it has to be.
Mr. Aura coming in.
Has to be right here.
He found them, walked up, and asked for a free haircut.
What's up, bro? What's good, bro?
Oh my god!
What's up, bro? Chill. What's up, bro?
Your aura!
And just like that, Marlon, the guy who 3 months earlier was watching his own viewer count die in real time, was suddenly live in front of 30,000 people on the front page of Twitch.
Look at that lineup! Okay?
That's your time?
Mr. Aura. Oh,
this is
come
the
on.
exact reason you booked the one-way flight.
Everybody spam W's in the chat right now.
This is what every aspiring streamer plays out in their head at 3 a.m. when they're wondering if it's ever going to work. And from the outside, it really did look like it was working.
We going up by views every single day, by way from average to like.
I'm gonna be honest as well, like it seemed a little bit staged, but I kind of get it. I would have probably like done the same thing. Like, come on, it's freaking Mr. Aura coming in, bro.
And then the past week, I've averaged like 140, bro.
But the numbers that actually mattered, the ones in his bank account, were going in the wrong direction.
I don't know what to do anymore with this, bro. Like, I feel like everything just comes crashing down on me, bro.
He was putting everything into
because
it.
Here's what nobody posts about. Marlon's streams were growing, but he was burning through his savings faster than Twitch was paying him out.
I'm trying to figure out what to say tomorrow, like I have to, otherwise I'm gonna stay on.
Like you guys gotta know, like it's kind of hard to make enough so that you can make it a living. Like you gotta average like around like 1K to actually make enough, right?
Street, right?
Every day he stayed in Miami was another day of cheap hotels, cheaper food, and doing the math on whether getting a haircut was worth eating that night.
but I don't have $40 to spend, Chad. I don't have $40. I'm not gonna eat tonight. I promise you I'm not gonna eat tonight. What am I supposed to eat with? My $0 in my bank account? My $5 that I got yesterday from a homeless person because I stole from his cup and didn't give him money? What do you...
You see what I
He was
mean?
living off of oatmeal.
150 viewers after a few weeks is solid. That is very, very solid. He's doing out extremely good work. But he also gotta make it go around. Like, he's probably running on his last kind of money. So yeah, that's the hard part to like monetize on it.
Bouncing between hostels with beds that he couldn't fit in and Airbnbs that were covered in roaches.
What the is that? What the is that? Do you see it, bro?
You, what the?
This is what it actually looks like to bet everything on yourself.
I haven't been able to sleep well. I haven't been able to sleep properly. There's no way in this world that any other streamer would do this, to go to this extent to try to fucking pursue streaming, bro. There's no fucking way.
But after
I'm pretty sure that was like in Turkey, right?
2 months in the States, Marlon's funds had dipped deep into the red, and he was forced to go back home to Sweden.
I just want to say I'm sorry for the echoing, bro. I don't know what to do about the echo, but this is my last resort, Chad. I'm in the garage, bro.
For reasons that aren't really clear, his parents' house wasn't an option to stream from anymore, so he had to set up shop in a garage an hour away from home.
I couldn't find afford an apartment. I couldn't find a office. I couldn't find anything.
Which honestly sounds like a step backwards, but the bet had already started paying off. He just didn't know it yet. By September 2024, Marlon's viewership had climbed past 500 a stream.
Okay, 500, that's good.
Starting to catch up. As
Yeah.
he grew, so did his network.
You see what I mean? That's when he's starting to like make some type of cash so that he can literally like do it full time, even though he was already doing it full time, I'm pretty sure.
In a few months, he was streaming with huge names like Ray and Nick Niercina, and even flew to Mexico to stream IRL with Lacey. By January, things had really started to line up. Streaming was finally turning into something sustainable, and after months of paperwork, his US visa came through.
Ooh.
So he packed up the garage, flew to LA, and moved into Nick Niercina's house.
I'm
That's
living
smart.
at somebody's crib. It's a nice little, you know what I'm saying, area right here. But
I don't know
they
if you
said-
guys seen it, but this is literally like almost how we lived in like San Francisco when we were like founders and doing all that shit. Like, this is the found life. You're living on like fast food and shit. You're just grinding all day. You're just trying to make it. That's literally what it's doing. It's doing such a good job though.
I could have this as like my streaming room and I could just like crash on the couch.
Just a few months after landing in LA, Marlon had reached this inescapable level in streaming.
So boys, listen, first of all, I just want to say we hit 100,000 subscribers, bro.
It was like you'd never heard of him one day, and then suddenly he was everywhere.
There's this new streamer, his name's Marlon. I think I got some
He's
coming with
freaking in.
Marlon soon.
This guy gets
Who's he chilling
thousands of
with?
viewers every day, bro.
No, I saw this when he first started in like this shipping container almost.
And that's actually a pretty accurate way to describe what happened.
I'm pretty sure that he started like in his freaking garage, and then he played basketball. He did like everything he did to make the best type of content, and then he tried to post on every single social as well. Like he was doing crazy good, and the amount of time you gotta grind when you're in this process, it's crazy. Like, you're posting all over socials, you're trying to make it, you're trying to get some funneling from the clips and then to the streams. So this is actually like really good work.
Marlon went from averaging less than just 600 viewers in
Push,
December
clip
to
that.
over 15,000 in May. That's a 2,400% increase in a matter of just 5 months.
His first time being at the house felt supernatural. Phase Marlon, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
It's hard to not give Lacey his flowers for his role in this. Lacey was a much bigger streamer at the time and basically made Marlon a staple character in his streams. But he wasn't doing it out of the kindness of his heart. At the end of the day, Lacey's streams performed better when Marlon was in them. I mean, look at his
True.
most popular TikToks.
They were literally like the best freaking duo that I've ever seen. Like, Lazy and Marlon together was so freaking funny to watch.
Half of them are Marlon.
No, Marlon's friend!
What made it work was really the dynamic between the two of them. Just the sight of them next to each other told you everything you needed to know. They looked like two people from completely different movies who somehow got written in the same scene.
Exactly. All the content that they were putting together was literally like fine art. You know what I mean? Just mad funny.
On paper, the duo didn't make sense. One had a cool, calm, pretty boy energy, and the other was loud, chaotic, and completely unfiltered.
I wanted to show you like a good time, right?
Twitch, clip that.
No. We got it. What?
It's the same reason Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum work so well together. One's the type of guy who says something weird, realizes it, and then makes it worse by trying to fix it.
You're not asking me to prom, are you?
No, I mean,
The other says everything with a smooth, charming confidence. You put them in the same room and the joke kind of writes itself.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Hey, man.
That's exactly what
Come
Marlon and
on.
Macy had. The internet got one look at it and couldn't get enough. And once the clips started spreading, more and more doors started opening on their own. Aiden Ross, Mr. Beast, FaZe.
Should we try it? Should we try it? My name is Eirik. My name is Eirik. My name is Eirik. My name is Eirik, not Eric. My name is Eirik, not Eric. That's what we do. That's what we say. Let's get back into it.
Clan.
FaZe didn't sign you yet? Yet.
Marlon became a household name in streaming with a core audience of viewers who genuinely wanted to watch whatever it was that he streamed. Throughout 2025, he continued to push his reach as far as he could, and in late October, he took one of his biggest swings yet, a full tour across the United States. The goal? 50 states in 28 days. By the end of the year, Marlon had become one of the standout faces in streaming.
You see what I mean?
With
It's
over 1.6 million.
It's the same thing. Like, this freaking rise is so crazy. It goes so freaking fast. That is the payout for consistency and keep going, even though every single odds is stacked against you.
Followers to his name.
Marlon, he blew the f up.
Marlon blew up this year, bro. Marlon's a goat.
Marlon is the definition of a rising star. The beginning of the year, he was just getting known, and now he's literally like one of the top known people in streaming. That is the definition of a star who rose.
Twitch, clip that.
Hope everyone's having a good night. I'm so excited to present the Rising Star Award. This category celebrates the streamers who began the year with under 1,000 average viewers.
Nah, honestly, he deserves that.
Growth and huge potential for the future. And the winner is Marlon.
Yes, sir. Well deserved, man. Well freaking deserved. He's putting in the grind. He deserved that shit.
It's kind of crazy, you know. It's been a long year. Want to thank my team, of course, Jake, Rocket, Miles, Ozzy, Matt, my editors, Dylan, Ali, everybody that's been helping me out. And then, of course, Lacey, all the FaZe guys, everybody I collab with, you know, y'all pushed me this year. So thank y'all. I wouldn't be here without y'all, so I appreciate y'all. I want to say last name, my bad. There's a lot of doubters, a lot of haters always gonna talk, but they're not the ones standing on this stage. So
Facts. You made it. Be freaking proud of yourself. God is proud of you, bro.
Now, there are a lot of people.
The good thing is that he also pushed it on God, like Jesus Christ and all of that as well, and the consciousness, and he keeps trying to get the message out there, even though it's like huge right now. He keeps going. A lot of people, like creators, they fall down the line of not like representing God and Jesus, but he keeps on going with Jesus, bro. That's a W.
People online who really credit Marlon's success to his looks.
Good job, Marlon.
The way in hell you sitting courtside with NFL owners a year after streaming is because you're tall and hot. You mad?
In truth, the goal for this video was to figure out if Marlon's success really just stems from pretty privilege, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't go back and forth on him. Because he really has worked hard and sacrificed a lot to get to where he is, but
I wouldn't say that the entire reason is why he's popular is because he's pretty privileged. It's wrong to say it's because of the pretty privilege. Like, honestly, the guy has been putting in work, putting in like hours, all of that. You can't just say just because he's like good looking that's why he's made it. It's just downplaying everything that he's been working for the entire freaking time, and it's just wrong in every single sense.
Because he really has worked hard and sacrificed a lot to get to where he is, but at the same time, he takes his shirt off on TikTok and it pulls 125 million views. And then people start using AI to put their faces on his body.
How to do the Marlon I'm just trying to be myself trend.
But if you stop looking at pretty privilege like some sort of scarlet letter, you realize that Marlon's looks actually put him into a category of streamer we've never really seen before. This is definitely going to sound like total glaze, but it's also kind of true, so Marlon's like this perfect blend of traditional celebrity and your average streamer. He's attractive enough to have that Hollywood vibe.
Yeah, but the thing is also that the guy has a freaking personality. A lot of pretty people, they don't have a freaking personality. You know what I mean? Because they're so freaking used to getting the attention. They don't really value the attention anymore. So they're just gonna be like Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Okay, nice. But he actually got like a freaking personality, so no, it's not gonna be because of the privilege. Maybe his looks got the viewers' attention, and then his personality kept the attention. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to get attention, but the hard thing is to like obtain and remain the attention of the viewers, right? You gotta be entertaining, you gotta be funny, you gotta have personality. You cannot just be based upon like looks, right? What kind of niche? You can't just, you gotta experiment. You gotta see what do you like to do? Like EirikWStreams, he has football. Marlon, he has just chatting. He has like doing funny kind of skits, funny kind of moments. You know what I mean? Like somebody has reactions, somebody has gaming. Like it's different kind of niches inside it, right?
At the start of this, I told you Marlon's story was uglier than it looks from the outside, and I think that's still true. The beds that were too small, the oatmeal in Miami, the roach-infested Airbnbs, and the garage that was an hour away from home. None of that fits the easy mode story everyone wants to tell you about good-looking people online. But here's the part I keep coming back to. The looks got him in the door, he could have stopped there, and a lot of people would have. Instead, he kept...
Exactly, and this is what I think we were talking about as well. What is coming into is that looks might have gotten him in, but like to remain, you gotta be entertaining, you gotta have a freaking personality, you gotta be funny, like all of this. Like you cannot just say that he got the freaking pretty privilege, right? You gotta be entertaining, you gotta be funny, you gotta be all of that as well.
The looks got him in the door, he could have stopped there, and a lot of people would have. Instead, he kept walking through every new room that opened, and now it's pretty tough to put him in just one box.
Exactly.
Since I was a kid, be honest, I feel like all of us wanted to become like YouTubers.
It's not about the money, it's not about the fame, it's not about the clout, it's not about none of that chat, like at all, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this because I'm being like, yo, I made it, because I haven't made it yet. God willingly, the only one that stopped me from not being the biggest right now is myself and my mind.
You are
See? He's doing such a good job, and he's pushing God as well. All praise to God.
Delusional I am, but listen, delusion got me here. Delusion got me my dream house.
Saying to my mom, literally like, Mom, listen, Mom, I'm gonna go to the States. I'm gonna be there for 3 months. I don't care where I sleep, Mom, I'll make this shit happen.
Delusion got me my dream car. Delusion got me almost 2 million followers on Twitch. Delusion got me almost 5 million followers on Instagram.
You know when you
he deserves that shit.
Stuff on YouTube and you're like, this is not even real. I still walk downstairs and I'm like, what the what's my life?
Delusion made me pay my mom's rent forever.
So why is that so important?
You gotta
pay your mom's rent?
listen, you gotta be Delulu to the moment that you see that this is gonna work and this is something you want to do, and you're gonna make it no matter what people say. You're gonna make it. You gotta be a little bit Delulu to actually make it. Every single one of the huge celebrities, influencers, they were Delulu because they knew, I'm gonna make the shit, I'm gonna make it happen. If nobody is gonna make it, I'm gonna make it. And based on what all the haters say, all the naysayers, all the people that gonna bring you down to their level, or family, friends, all of that, you got nothing to say. Like, cut out all noise and actually lock in and get it, because you can make it. Every single one can make it.
Because my mom got me to this place, God first, of course, but mom got me to this place, and you know, now it's my time to give back.
What's up, mama? Chat, say what's up to mama. Say what's up to my mama, man. Y'all haven't seen on stream, you know what I'm saying? But W mom, chat.
Delusion flew my whole family out here for Christmas whenever they want, whatever they want. Delusion, I can get my niece whatever she wants, whenever she wants.
Exactly.
For you guys that do know or doesn't know, Marlon is my brother.
Like, okay, listen. Listen to what he's talking about, and then his brother coming in. I saw a lot of feud coming in, a lot of feud between the families and all of that, and his brother now trying to say that he could do the same thing and trying to come a little bit clout chasing, you know what I mean? Just because he made it. Bro, Marlon been putting so freaking much work on it, and if people come in and trying to clout chase based upon that, it's just wrong in every single way, to be honest with you. Just trying to get a little bit of the fame as well.
I can get my
and downplaying what they did.
Whenever she wants.
For you guys that do know or doesn't know, Marlon is my brother. I love him so much. I'm very proud of you, broski. Like very, very proud.
Delusion made me win the Rising Star.
God gave me this for a reason.
That was not the cloud chasing. I just seen a few clips. I don't know if it's real or not, or if it's taken out of context. I'm not gonna, don't quote me on that one, but it's just based upon what I've seen, like from a lot of different clips, to be honest.
Taking advantage of it, bro.
So you be quiet. You sit down, understand? Be delusional.
Thank you, God, for letting me be here and wake up another day. God, I want to thank you for these past few days. Thank you for all the experiences. Thank you for the blessings. Thank you, God, for letting me see my dreams and letting my family be with me along this journey. God, I thank you for everybody in this chat. I pray that their families.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's still talking about God on streams and all of that. Even though I made it, like, all praise to God. And that is what you got to do. You cannot forget the person, or not person, forget the source that actually made it happen as well.
God, thank you for everything you've done for me. Please forgive us for all of our sins. Amen.
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 Bro, I love that one. I love that one. Honestly, that was a good one. I freaking love that one. Give a freaking video about a golf cart, guys. Give a freaking video. Like, this is one that I started to watch, but I was like, maybe we should watch it together. It's the one with Nell. I don't know if you guys seen it or not.
Even if his last name was Pippin, huh? Break it down, break it down, break it down,
So we're gonna check it out, guys. We're gonna check it out. This is gonna be the $23 million bet that ruined Nell. Maybe this has too much like shit into it. Wait, let me try to see what we got. I don't want you guys to see it if it has like a lot of betting and shit in it. We don't like that. I don't want you guys to be like affected by that shit, right? So we might actually go into another one. How about this one? The $1 billion bubble that almost broke. The cost of becoming Jinxie. Hey. Oh my God! This guy is mad funny, and he's been rising like crazy. You guys probably know him. Jinxie, the cost of becoming Jinxie. Let's watch this one together instead. How about that? You almost joined the wrong one. What's up? How you doing? Why are you guys all talking about the games? We're not playing any kind of games, guys. We're not playing any kind of games, all right? Oh, maybe you guys are referring to this game. Okay, let's check it out. Jinxie.
Oh my God! This was the exact moment Jinxie became the most subscribed streamer on Twitch.
Wait, did he actually like become #1 with 75k? Paid 534k. Prime 51k. Gifted 450k subs on Twitch. This is actually crazy. Wait, what? He's a billionaire, bro. he's a billionaire.
Now listen, if you don't know who he is, you better find out why he's so popular, man.
It seemed like Jinxie came out of nowhere. Like he snapped his fingers and all of a sudden, he was the new king of Twitch. For most people, this is a dream.
Oh, that is actually crazy. I don't know if you guys seen all the Jinxie reacts and all of that. It's mad funny.
Come true. To wake up, play video games, and get stupid rich.
I do social media, right?
Give me a sec, chat.
I would never want to be on the top. Being on the top is a curse.
But what we don't see in this moment is what it took to get here. Because success like this doesn't come free. It comes with a cost. And for Jinxie, that cost was higher than most people could ever imagine.
639 hours.
Imagine everything that he has to do to like remain all of those viewers, because he's doing crazy right now. I think is averaging about like 44K average viewers. Like, do you guys know how crazy that is? Like letting 44,000 people like watching you all the freaking time. you gotta be doing something crazy, right? It's almost like an entire stadium of football, you know? It's normally like I think 67,000 in a full packed stadium.
Streamed to an average viewership of 2. That's Jinxie, man.
While his friends were out living their college years, Jinxie was alone, night after night, sitting in front of a camera, streaming to almost no one.
Because it's not about the hours that they know about. It's about what you do in the dark room when it's you and your thoughts.
For years, his reality was numbers so low, they didn't
It's
even
funny,
register.
right?
5 viewers, 10 viewers. It was a dream no one else could see.
Every great thing that you will ever achieve is brick by brick, day by day, night by night.
But the real question is, what exactly did he give up to reach number 1?
It had to be
Nicholas
so
Stewart,
freaking
or as
much.
we know him today as Jinxie, was born on September 26th, 2001 in Odessa, Florida. Growing up, he wasn't chasing streamer awards. His first love was actually soccer. He played competitively for a local team called Everton FC in Florida. And for a while, that was his entire world outside of school. As the mid-2010s rolled around, soccer wasn't his only obsession anymore. Like countless teenagers, he was sinking deeper into the world of video games. It started with the mobile game Clash Royale. Nick grinded his way up the ranks, even
I
competing
remember
at the
this
semi-pro
one.
level under the name It's Nova Nick. But by his junior year, the focus had once again shifted. He wanted to stream, so he created a new account, called it I Sweat Games. And for the first time,
I
he
Sweat
hit go
Games.
live on Twitch.
Hi, what's up, guys?
Oh, this was Jinxie's like first stream? Nah, that's such a W. I don't know if you guys seen, but we actually had our first. I don't know if it was our first. Oh shit. Let me pull up the clip. Wait. How am I gonna find it though? Can I sort out? This one is 7 years ago. That was Destiny. Let me see if I can find the one with Fortnite. Fortnite. Yeah, wait. Let me try to see if I can find one. You got clippers? We do. How you doing? How you doing? Because this one is Destiny, but it's not gonna be the first one, and it's 9 years ago, bro. It's freaking 9 years ago.
Det blir jo sånn, da.
I was even talking in Norwegian.
Let's go.
You guys hear my voice?
Let's go.
Do you guys think?
Jeg fant ut noe.
Do you guys think the voice? Yeah. No. The microphone is so freaking bad. Listen.
Jeg fant ut nå at jeg hadde teksten broadcasting PlayStation 4 sånn. Det fant jeg ut nå. Den lagde sin egen tekst.
I don't know if you guys can even recognize it. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Okay, let me try to find the one that is Fortnite, because there I actually had like camera as well. Bro, there's so many clips. Usually you can sort this out based upon like how old they are, right? 7 years ago is crazy. It's crazy. Yo, okay, this one. It's not the one I want to show, but like this is 7 years ago. This is 7 years ago. Yo. This is me 7 freaking years ago. Crazy. I even have like a follower goal and shit. Is he gonna play? Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Nah, you can't base it upon like how old they are. How old the clips are. Listen. I was testing the stream, bro. I was testing the stream. To listen. And then I go back into the game. Oh, it was lagging like crazy. Sheesh. Nah, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, let's go back into the video. Mike was actually cooked. Yo, what's up, Jarrell? Nice to see you back in.
Just
yeah, I know,
5 seconds ago.
And the timing of this move was perfect, because 2018 was the year live streaming exploded into the mainstream. Fortnite was everywhere, pulling in millions of players and casual viewers. Streamers like Ninja, Tfue, and Daquan were becoming household names. Ninja's collabs with Drake, Travis Scott, and Juju
Ninja was
made headlines outside.
crazy. Do you guys remember back in days when Ninja and Drake did a freaking collab? I think they broke Twitch actually.
The gaming world, putting Twitch in front of audiences who had never watched a live stream before. And that sudden surge of attention created space for new creators to break through. Now, I Sweat Games was short-lived. Nick dropped that username and started fresh as Jinxie, but starting then gave him a chance to grow with the platform. He just had to follow the usual playbook.
Do you go to school? I graduated high school last year, bro. I'm pursuing a career and becoming a full-time Twitch streamer and YouTuber.
To become a top 1% streamer on Twitch, you really had to chase the biggest titles. And at that time, that game was Fortnite.
It's called Fortnite. It's free.
To build an audience...
Just like us, we're gonna become the biggest of the biggest streamers, okay? Content creators. We got this. I believe in every single one of you guys. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get it done. We're not playing around anymore. Come on.
You had to be the first to start streaming when a new season rolled out. You had to be the first to show the viewers what was new. Be the first to find the bugs, the Easter eggs, to play the games in ways no one else was. And that's how you'd stand out.
Yo, we need that, my man. Hold on, chat. We need
Oh, that was Fortnite back in
a quick
days.
word from our sponsor. My mornings usually start in the gym, and from there, the day quickly turns into emails, scripts, and editing. And the one thing that I never seem to have enough time for is making a meal that actually fits my health goals. That's why I was excited to try Factor. Factor gives you the flexibility to stay active without falling back on a quick cheat meal when your times new swap pricing was in the kitchen fast, so when you use code GOLF breakfast for one, you support it. Instead, he went all in on Rainbow Six Siege.
Dude,
Ooh,
Siege is the...
I remember this. I thought it was like a freaking professional Rainbow Six Siege player. That's what all the clip says. Like he's the best, like honestly.
greatest game on planet Earth.
Siege at the time was practically on life support. I mean, Rainbow Six was barely scraping past 80,000 average viewers on a good month. And when you compare it to Fortnite's 78.3 million active users each month, it becomes pretty clear. Siege was the wrong game to bet on.
Imagine not playing Rainbow Six Siege.
And yet, Jinxie stuck with it, because even with all its flaws, Siege was different.
They should have paid him, like, to freaking play the game, because he was doing such a freaking good job, like, getting that game back in shape, you know?
Its unique destruction mechanics and tactical gameplay forced players to think, adapt, and strategize in ways that no other mainstream game did. But choosing such an unpopular game came at a price.
I'm 19. I'm pursuing a career in becoming a full-time Twitch streamer, full-time YouTuber.
By ignoring the industry's biggest titles, Jinxie made his uphill battle even steeper. On a platform already stacked against smaller streamers, he was cutting himself off from the easiest route to visibility and grinding on a game fewer and fewer people seem to care about.
We stream every day. Most consistent Siege streamer there is every single day.
For a year straight, Jinxie streamed Rainbow Six gameplay to an average viewership of just 5.
Oh.
And at times, it pushed him to the brink.
If I could just get 1 follower a day, I would be happy.
With
That's
so
true.
few people watching and stagnant growth, he seriously considered walking away from streaming altogether.
Like honestly, in the start, you're just trying to get the most out of it because getting like 1 follower a day is hard when you like averaging 3 viewers. Like even 3 viewers is pretty good. I think being top 1 on Twitch is like 20 to 25 average viewers. So just getting like 1 follower a day is a freaking blessing. Trust me, because everything just stacks up. Eventually you're gonna get more, you're gonna make it. Like this guy believed in him so much, and I believe in him. Get it? But we believe in ourselves as well. We know we're gonna do it. You know what I mean?
My friends, my teachers, guidance counselor just said like, oh, you're wasting your time. You're not going to be a streamer. It's a pipe dream. It's not realistic. That too.
As exhausting as it was, he kept streaming, day after day, doing what he genuinely enjoyed, holding on to the belief that maybe one day it would pay off.
5 viewers, he's grinding. He's on the grind.
Exactly.
As he got better at the game,
Like
the
that.
Siege community began to tune in. Slowly, 5 average viewers turned into 15.
That's
15
good.
became 50.
You guys are freaking crazy, bro.
And by June, his Twitch following had jumped from just 300 to over 3,000 followers.
That's crazy good.
993 viewers. Can we hit 1,000 viewers, bro?
But in the summer of 2021, he hit a wall, 1,500 average viewers. The reach of Rainbow Six had hit its limit.
That's what we need. That's what we need. 1 million average viewers every single day. 1 million average viewers every single day. That's what we need.
Despite being one of the most popular players in the space, and even having a personal charm in the game, no one outside of the Rainbow community cared enough to tune into the streams. For almost an entire year, Jinxie sat there, at 1,500 viewers, making enough money to not have a job, but not enough to really live a life. Until one day, he woke up to thousands of new followers. He was confused at first, then checked TikTok. Someone had screen recorded.
Yo, listen. Imagine waking up and then your entire social media is just blowing up. Like millions of followers, millions of engagement, millions of people just popping off like you see your phone like
there at 1,500 viewers, making enough money to not have a job, but not enough to really live a life.
What?
Until one day, he woke up to thousands of new followers. He was confused at first, then checked TikTok. Someone had screen recorded his stream from the day prior and uploaded
That's
a
a
short clip to
blessing.
TikTok. It was of him opening alpha packs in Rainbow, getting the same annoying rubber ducky charm 3 times in a row.
Another rubber ducky!
And this clip exploded on TikTok, raking in over 17 million views that day.
How many do you guys have?
When he started up stream later that day, that ceiling finally moved.
I don't know if you guys know how much of a blessing there is if people like clip you and post on socials. It's crazy. It's a crazy blessing. Especially for like streamers trying to make it. They appreciate that so freaking much. And it's free as well.
Thousands poured in, and Jinxie's stream peaked at over 4,000 live viewers. It had been almost 4 years since he started streaming, and Jinxie had finally moved up a rung on Twitch's endless ladder.
5,000 viewers already. That is a Jinxie channel record.
But what no one could have guessed was how quickly he'd shoot towards the top from here. That viral clip was the light bulb moment. If one random highlight could pull thousands to his stream, what would happen if he started posting them himself? So he ramped up the content machine, launching new accounts on TikTok and YouTube, cutting together his rages, his highlights, his crash outs. And he wasn't the only one. Every day, dozens of...
Yo, it's crazy that he didn't post at all, like on any kind of platforms, and he blew up like that. That just goes to show that he was made for the shit. Who was made for making it like it.
Accounts were pumping out Jinxie's reactions, funneling even more viewers straight to his streams.
We had 10,000 viewers!
By January of 2023, Jinxie had cleared over 500,000 followers on Twitch, then 750,000 in March, and just weeks later came the milestone every streamer dreams of. 1 million followers on Twitch.
Ooh. That is a crazy accomplishment. Imagine hitting like, listen. Getting 1 million on Twitch or Kick or YouTube is not the same as getting it on TikTok. Like, getting it on this kind of platform, that is a crazy good accomplishment. And this guy is mad funny. So to be honest, he deserves it. Good freaking job, man. God be with you, man.
I did it. I'm calling my dad.
We made it.
And it didn't stop there.
10 million.
Just days later, the sub counter rocketed past giants like XQC and Kai Cenat. Jinxie, streaming Rainbow Six Siege, was the #1 subscribed streamer on Twitch.
Yeah, he's the #1 most sub person on Twitch right now. Yeah, which is crazy, by the way.
I haven't gotten to watch him yet, but his TikTok seemed pretty funny.
Oh yeah,
he's funny.
By September, Jinxie was averaging over 60,000 viewers, and at the 2023 Streamer Awards, he was crowned both the best gamer and breakout streamer of the year.
Because the biggest streamer in the world right now is a guy named Jinxie, and for a full year, he streamed on Twitch to an average viewership of 2.
It literally
That
just started
70
as
million, that's wild. I know.
a dream and a goal.
Yeah, he's streaming like 7-8 hours a day for 5 people. Man.
November 2019, 5 viewers. Every great thing that you will ever achieve is brick by brick, day by day,
Exactly.
night by night. December
You
2019.
just gotta keep going, like keep that consistency. And now we can talk because now we made it. So he officially knows how to get it.
5 viewers. It started off 5 years ago. 5.
I'm pursuing a career and becoming a full-time Twitch streamer and YouTuber.
January 2020, 5 viewers. The amount of mother that'll tell you that you can't do something because they can't imagine themselves doing something. If you have a dream, you have to protect that dream every
Exactly.
single day when you wake up, bro. You cannot lose.
Listen to him. He knows what he's talking about. It's literally knowledge being said right there. He's the living example of this.
If you just don't give up. Literally, bro, the only way to lose is to give up.
The crazy thing is why this all worked in the first place. A generation ago, streamers lived and died by the games they played. If the game popped, so did they. But if it faded, their careers went with it. Jinxie flipped that script. Siege was already on life support when he started, so his growth was never tied to the popularity of the game. The climb took longer, but it built a foundation that wouldn't crack when trends move on.
And you know what's so good with him is that he doesn't just go into one niche. Like, he goes into just chatting, he goes into reactions, he goes into game, he goes into different kind of games. Like, you're just watching him because of him and his personality, not just because of what he's playing, right?
You're the top guy on any stream, you are dealing with all of the bullshit.
However, success often comes at a cost. In just a few months, he went from a random kid on Twitch to the internet's main character, and that meant his personal life wasn't really his anymore. Relationships, drama. Suddenly, it was all being dissected by millions of strangers. What was once private became part of the content machine, whether he wanted it to or not. And even inside Siege, not everyone was happy with Jinxie. Some of the OG players hated the new wave that he brought with him. They said his streams made the game less serious, that the culture was more about entertainment than strategy. The exact energy that revived Siege also made Jinxie a target within the game's most dedicated community. But that's the trade-off of internet fame. You work so hard to get everything you ever wanted, only to realize it comes with everything you never asked for.
I've been thinking about making this video for a very long time.
I'm pretty sure like when you're like this big, the hard point is to like maintain it, right? And this is what we talked about during the last hour, right? All of the drama and all of the clips, like everybody's trying to get a clip with you. Everybody's trying to get like freaking piece of the cloud. So what they're trying to do is just like get a hold of you and then like utilize you. And I think that is what's hard when you're this big.
I am retiring. I'm no longer going to be streaming, posting YouTube videos, posting TikToks. I feel like I lost all my love for it and passion for it. And now it's like, I just don't even want to stream anymore. So thank you to all my supporters. And this is goodbye.
And for Jinxie, the only way through was the same way he started. Keep pushing.
Jinxie is gone. Starting tomorrow.
Brother's playing with us.
Every night, 7 p.m. to 12 p.m. I'm back on my 5 hours. Let's get it. Let's go. Click the sub button. Click the like button. And
Yo, did you guys see like the title as well? Like this was such a freaking PR stunt. It's crazy. This could have backfired like crazy as well. 152k likes. Damn.
click the like button. And let's do this for our mama and our little brother too.
He built his whole career on consistency, on showing up no matter what, and now that mindset was the only thing holding it all together. He began branching out, pushing his content far beyond the walls of Rainbow Six Siege. Jinxie hosted online dating shows, opened fan mail live on camera, and began IRL streaming with some of the biggest names on Twitch.
What the f you do? You're f***ing crushing.
Yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
This was actually the time period that I myself first became a fan of Jinxie. In early 2024, those clips of mukbangs with queso and cooking with Sketch started flooding my TikTok feed.
Was that pot rusty or trying to find out what the metal taste is?
Nah, bro, it's just mad funny.
And I'll admit, I can't stand the cringy, over-the-top screaming reactions by streamers. Except for this.
Oh, wait for it. He's gonna come.
That's actually pretty funny.
Yo, this is why we don't play those kind of games. You guys see when we've been playing those kind of horror games, like we're like sitting like this. You know what I mean?
Anyways, this was the first time that I saw Jinxie be more of himself and less of an internet character. These clips, especially the sketch, were hysterical and created trends far outside of the gaming community.
You're gonna need a frisbee to cover those pepperonis.
You see what I mean? This is what we've been talking about as well. Like you gotta start out with forming the community and forming everything. You can't just jump on like doing crazy shit because nobody is gonna notice it. Nobody is gonna notice it, and then everything that you did is just gonna be freaking in vain. You know, you gotta start freaking making a huge community, and then you can make like crazy ass content.
This took Jinxie to an all-new high, averaging nearly 100,000 viewers per stream and peaking at 229,525 concurrent viewers. For perspective, Twitch as a whole maintains an average of 2.6 million active users at any given time, meaning Jinxie alone had 10% of the entire platform watching his stream. To Jinxie, this made it infinitely clear. His fans were watching for him, and no matter what he streamed, they'd be there. The mental barrier of streaming for performance was gone. Jinxie really just streamed whatever he wanted to. He still streamed Rainbow, but there was constantly new additions, some that even go all the way back to the beginning of this journey.
How long have you been streaming, honestly?
Yeah.
Exactly, because you gotta like mix it up. You can't just be going with the same content as you usually do, but you can also enjoy like a few games that you want to play. You know what I mean? But props.
When did you start? I've never even said this, but like I was streaming when I was a freshman in high school. I was streaming when I was 15. So I've streamed on 3 different accounts. I started off streaming Clash Royale.
Earlier this year, Jinxie hopped back onto the Clash Royale grind, sharing more and more of the content he used to stream to just an audience of 5. But this time, it wasn't the task of performing that was fueling the grind. The same game that lit the spark of his competitive drive was surging again in popularity, and it would be easy to chalk that to timing or coincidence if the numbers weren't there. In June, 8 out of the...
That's what I mean. Like, imagine now the amount of freaking views that he will be getting and all those crazy moments. It's finally getting clipped because now it's huge. Now we got like reach and all of that.
10 uploads on Jinxie's channel were Clash Royale, with the game's player count jumping over 8.4 million in that exact same month. Whether he'll admit it or not, the moment he came back, the game itself seemed to wake up too.
Clash Royale, like, literally should be paying Jinxie, in my allegedly opinion, because he was doing so much for the freaking game and he made so many people come back to the game that they literally topped their revenue. Just look at this.
Royale. Overnight, a surge of 800,000 players jumped back into Clash of Clans, like it was almost a brand new release, and we were right there with them. But behind every stream, behind all the numbers and the noise, is the life that keeps him grounded.
You live with the parents, right?
Yeah, I live with like my mom,
my brother, my cousin.
Off camera, it's not about winning or losing in a video game. It's about family and the quiet moments that never make the highlight reel. A steady support system that's been there from the very beginning, reminding him who he is at the end of the day.
To me, family's all you really have in life. Like, you can have like money or fame or whatever, but at the end of the day, all that really matters is like the people you truly care about. So like,
True.
I have my whole life to go off and live by myself. I may as well spend as much time with my mom and dad while I can.
The success may look larger than life, but at its core, it's held together by simple, real-life anchors that fame can't touch. In today's world, it's almost routine to watch creators blow up overnight, only to lose pieces of themselves along the way. The fame, the number, the pressure, it changes people. But Jinxie never let those pieces slip away. He held onto them tightly. The laughter, the humility, the roots that shaped him. And more than anything, he kept close the relationship that mattered the most. His dad.
Family.
I've nothing but like the highest thanks to my dad.
And literally, like, you gotta have a freaking personality if you plan to stream. Like, you gotta have personality. You gotta be a freaking funny dude. You gotta like be yourself. You gotta be authentic, like best version of yourself. If you're not gonna be, everybody else is gonna see it through the camera, and you gotta be showing love to the community and all of that. And that is exactly what he's doing as well.
When I was like 17 years old and I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, my dad was the person who told me to just go for it, and he said, "You'd be good at it."
There's Jinxie, there he is. See him, chat right there. There's Junko.
I created my Twitch account in 2019. I had one viewer for an entire year. That one viewer was my dad. He was in every stream, always hyping me up, and he never stopped believing in me. When you have somebody in your corner that's your dad and they believe in you from the jump, what else do you need? Call to my dad. Yo. Dad, I just hit 1 million. No, I'm watching. Oh, you're
Damn,
in?
that's so nice.
I'm so happy I can't feel my arms.
I can't even feel my arms.
I think the story that is Jinxie is far from over, but in its own way, it's come full circle. From the late nights of streaming to a few viewers, to teachers saying he would never make it, to now living the exact way he's always dreamt of. He's
That's so
always been one
authentic.
thing. Himself. And yeah, the sacrifices were real, but if you asked him today whether he'd do it all over again, I don't even think there'd be a pause. The answer would be simple.
You know, I think that's the most authentic we ever gonna see. That's the best we're gonna see. That is freaking love, bro. It's all about family and friends. Like real family. You know, showing support, showing love, actually being there for you and being a W person. That's what we need.
Yes, I'm a child of the king and I'm a one-on-one. I'm a son of God, this world can hate me, I'm not one.
Listen, I hope you guys can have an amazing day. Fame can't buy that support, exactly.
I'm a child of the king, my father always got my back. I got Satan trying me, I said don't make me call my dad. Don't make me do it, God is real, don't make him prove it. If my father take me to it, I know he gon' take me through it. I put Christ first, and I whip a Chrysler. I could be an electrician, cause the devil light work. Light work. Only thing I really gotta do is let the light work. I've been shining so bright, I bet I make Satan's eyes hurt. I'm a child of the king, I know my worth. Yo, hey, yo,
You see what I mean?
hey, yo.
Light work. Chat is the way today. They are. You see what I mean? Fame cannot buy that support. He cannot. The way he kept it real with his dad is awesome. Yes. That's your excuse? What's up, Ralph? How you doing? Nice to see you back in. Listen. You guys been amazing. Hello, you guys. I gotta go hit the road. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean when I'm saying like I gotta hit the road. Anyways, listen, I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys have an amazing day. We're gonna make it too. kudos, millions and millions. And I appreciate every single one of you guys. You need another hobby? But listen, it's all about consistency, love, family, actually being authentic, meaning what you're saying, not being fake, being real with everybody. I know everybody says that, but you gotta actually like live and do it as well. At the end of the day, it's just finding your real purpose, pursuing that, and using God as your foundation, and always showing love to other people and giving back when you have that opportunity, being nice. Yo, being nice is even harder than showing hate. Showing hate is really easy in this kind of world that we are living in. But being kind, being nice to people, that is what strong person do. Person that encourages people to actually level up in life instead of trying to drag them down. That is so much stronger than trying to pull people down and be freaking rude to people. So be nice to people, be a good person, try to elevate people, don't show hate, watch how much time you use on social media, on the internet, because bro, the internet, it's a freaking, sometimes it's a bad freaking place. People are hiding behind a fake ass profile picture with a fake name and try to just pull you freaking down. You just gotta be strong. Just be you. Try to encourage people. Don't try to take people down just because you're feeling shitty or you're self-projecting or you got something bad on your mind. Like if you got something bad on your mind, just go off the internet or just, you know what I mean? Just came from Clip. How you doing? Nicole, I appreciate you. I just remember I left the clothes in the washing machine. In the washing machine. In the washing machine. No, that's the message of the day. Like, just be a W person. Don't tell people back. Lift them up. You know, successful people, they're always trying to make people better. They're trying to lift them up, trying to find them the right opportunities, trying to collab if you're a good person. If you're not, they don't want to be in the same kind of space as you because they don't want to take the mindset that you have onto themselves, because they usually say that 5 people that you hang around, you're gonna become the 6th, like next one, right? So if your friends are filled with like successful people, nice people, and people with morals and integrity, you're gonna be the next one, right? But if you're hanging out with like people that are always rude, freaking shitty people, you're gonna become next one, right? So you gotta hang around with nice people, good people that has a good impact on the world, doesn't speak a lot of negativity, but positivity, shows love to people, don't hate people, don't talk behind people's back because they're gonna do the same thing with you. Listen, if they are talking bad about some friends, some families, trust me, they have done the same thing to you as well. Because this time, you are hearing it about them. Next time, it's gonna be about you, right? That's the thing. You just gotta be a nice person. Like, imagine what we could have accomplished if everybody, instead of taking people down, we lifted each other up instead. Imagine everything we could have done together. All the love, all the successful people, instead of showing jealousy, enviness, could literally everybody just be collabing and getting everything one up and up and up. But I guess it's a problem we're facing nowadays. People are just too jealous, too envy, and doesn't want to see people successful because they're thinking like, oh, that should be me. No, that shouldn't be you because you're not putting in the work. Instead, you can lift them up. People want to go and be cool on the internet and be like, oh my god, blah 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 blah, and say shit like that. Be nice, be courageous, read the Bible, it's a playbook, follow God. When I say follow him, I mean follow his instructions, follow the leader that he wants you to be and the person that he wants you to be. And if you want to know more about it, you gotta read the Bible. And you gotta see what he's been saying, what you should eat, what you should wear, how you should hold yourself. Kingdom is within. So always remember that. Twitch clip that. Anyways, I believe in you guys. You guys are amazing. Love every single one of you guys. Carry on.